We're back, and you have been heard. Welcome to the FGO Archer tier list of 2026. I recommend listening through the disclaimers again this time, but before we get to those, let's get some introductions from my co-hosts.
Hello everyone, I'm Otto. I woke up just a second ago, and I'm not regretting it so far, so you can follow me at AutoBean on YouTube, AutoBeano on Twitch. Hello everyone, glad to be here.
And I am Rio, and I'm not going to shill my own stuff like Otto. I'm not shameless like that. I'm just going to sit here drinking my Mountain Dew. Go on, Plushie.
Hey everybody, Plushy here. Hopefully I'm not too tired for this, but ready for another week of tier lists.
So first of all, before anything, thank you so much for the lovely reception of the Saber tier list. Like, I'm always nervous when we do these every single year, and the start of the list is the worst, but this year, honestly, the reception was probably the best it's ever been. We had a lot of likes and comments, and the latter especially was great to read through. And now let's get to some tweaks to the format. Last time, we changed the format again by skipping through full kit coverage of servants that already existed in the previous year, and we're only doing that for servants that are brand new to these 2026 tier lists. I decided to do that ultimately because these lists would be way too long, sadly, and I was scared that people would be mad about that, but after the first list, I'm very pleased to see you guys were actually happy with the changes too, so thank you again for that. Now, I mentioned feedback is always welcome last time, and one thing several people mentioned is that while we don't really compare 4 and 5-star servants directly, it's not necessarily super clear when you look at the completed lists, and I understand that. There was confusion like, why is 4-star Saber and Arrow higher than the 5-star AoE Art Sabers and whatnot? And I kind of agree, it can be confusing to look at the list. So what we came up with is this. Yeah, so we'll still cover both 4 and 5 stars in this same video, but now they are split into their own lists. I'm hoping this will avoid confusion between the comparisons between the rarities moving forward. Would also love to hear feedback about this too in the comments. We do want to make these lists as good for you guys as we can after all. So that's the one change from last week. So again, servants are already placed based on their final placement of the 2025 list, and we will go through every single one with a brief discussion about them, see if anything has changed with the servants themselves or the meta that might affect them, and then see if we want to move them up or down or keep them where they were. And of course, for any new servants to the list, we will still do full coverage of them like in the past. To help illustrate who we're always talking about at any given time, I have this graphic up here. There you go, that's fancy. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, there will be a full list of timestamps in the description about every single servant, so feel free to jump around with those too. Now, as for the placement order, we'll fully use release order. So instead of 4 stars first in release order and then 5 stars in the same way, we'll just alternate between them. So, you know, sometimes you get some 4 stars in a row, sometimes you get 5 stars in a row, etc. It's just full release order. Now, for sheets, I just have some AoE looping numbers for comparison's sake. Not reading too much into it, but just nice to have some data here and there. So shout out to JR, Opal, and Tamala for this sheet. Now shout out to Copyright Suck for also making these brand new templates. He was already taking care of the old ones, but now he again worked hard and split these as requested as well. So he's true MVP if anything. And of course, shout out to my awesome Smopcast co-host, because without them there's no way I would ever have the energy to do these solo at this point, since there's so many servants these days. So the links to everything I just mentioned, the sheets, the template, my co-hosts, channels, etc., they're all in the description though, so do check them out and spread some love. Alright, that should be it for all the disclaimers. Otherwise, before we begin, I'll just mention on the stream that alerts and TTS are disabled until the end of the list to keep the flow and discussion uninterrupted. So yeah, there we go. Leave a like on the video. 39 gold archers this time. Quite considerably less than on the Saber list, so this video might be way shorter, because I believe for the Saber it was 51, so to go from 51 to 39, that's quite a difference. Saber notoriously has a lot of gold servants though, so I'm not too surprised. That's probably one of the longest lists you'll see this year, and every other year basically. But yeah, now we're on archers. Yay. No more editing. This video is now unscripted and we can start. So, release order, huh? Two different lists. We have Ya Boy first. Last year for EMIYA, who's the first topic here, we had him on a flat B. And did he receive any changes? I forgot. Did he? Is this new? No. Is
No.
this? No. Okay, so all of
No,
this
he
is
had
the
that
same.
last year.
Yeah, so everything is the same for his own buffs otherwise. But was there like did Omi-san enable him to do different looping or something? I forgot. But there was something that changed him.
Yes, she did.
Okay, you probably
Mainly
know more about that,
because
yeah.
I made a big like joke about it because I was like super pessimistic about how Emio was performing, and the main thing with Omi is she buffs both Arts and Buster, right? So both his MP forms
Mm.
can have decent damage, and of course Omi also gives like flat charge. So I believe if he refunds, sorry, like 40 MP, he can do Black Girl looping with the with his Arts MP, of course, and then like on the first turn. That I believe. I kind of forgot the numbers. My bad. But yeah, I don't know. Other than farming though, it didn't really change anything about. Nothing really changed about him.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, if anything, that's the actual change. Otherwise, he's probably more or less in the same spot.
Yeah. I believe somebody also told me. I didn't do the calculation to verify it, but if it's against man attribute, like the weird janky double coin light, Castoria has more damage still. I think or something. I kind of forgot. But
Looking
yeah.
at the
Oops,
spreadsheet
sorry.
here, the same one. No, anti-man, like it says
Is it
here
not?
that with Black Grail, Waver, Omi, Oberon is quite a bit more damage, like 25% more damage than
Yeah, that's
anti-man
actually what I
Koyan
would
Black
expect
Grail.
because Omi is still a lot of damage. Okay,
Mm.
then I'm glad that guy's wrong.
Also,
But
it's using
yeah,
Waver, which is
uh,
wild.
waiver is assuming it probably requires him to refund more with his arts MP. I don't actually know what the calculation is here. Um, But anyways, yeah, it significantly boosted his farming capability. Like for example, if you are a 120 EMIYA owner, you can now easily farm with him. Kind of almost universal. Again, you still need to refund like a certain amount of MP with his arts MP, but you
Yeah.
know, much better than his old state in terms of loot
Yeah,
farming.
he was always kind of, weird because of his temporary MP like type change. It was always so awkward, with buffing his damage. But I
I
guess
mean,
now
I'm,
it's
I'm looking
better.
at it here, and like compared to if you look at the new numbers with Omi, his damage compared to other 4 star is he still doesn't compare to 5 stars. 5 stars are still beating all of
Mm.
them, but compared to the other 4 stars, he's competitive or better than most of them now, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
damage wise, which is good. Because like before, I've been like my opinion was it sucked because I'm like you're giving up so much damage, right? And you got
Yeah.
to split these things. But now I do think Omi is a benefit to him because it's a support that works with his
Both his
annoying
MP
bad
types.
gimmick.
Yeah, both his MP types. Yeah, and she
I'm
happens to
not
get
a
a lot of
fan of
charge
that
as
change.
well.
It should have been a 3 turn change or nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if they
Yeah, I
did that
mean,
buff
3
again, they
would
probably
be
do that, honestly.
ooh, in 3 turn he would be a pretty good arts looper. I guess at this point it's not really that big a deal. So yeah, in hindsight, definitely. But
Yeah, let's buff his third skill again.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
First,
already.
it's the
you
one that
do a
already got
quest to
2
unlock
buffs.
it, then you do a
What
quest
color would
to
they
make it
use?
It'd
slightly
be
better.
pink,
Then you do
like they
another
used
quest to make it
for
slightly better. And
Yeah, who
finally,
had a
we do
pink
one
one?
last quest.
that.
Who
That's
had
a
a pink?
spoiler.
Okay,
I
Mm.
don't even. I'm
okay,
not even
yeah, yeah.
following. Continue.
No, it's because if you repeatedly upgrade a skill, um, the icon color would change, so it would turn from white to yellow to orange to pink. And I was like, oh, I forgot who had the pink one. But yeah,
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
again, he's solid. But still, I will still say, like, in a general use case, like, yeah, maybe the nitpicky thing is like he doesn't have a battery, which is pretty rare in servants nowadays. But
Yeah.
other than that, everything else is pretty solid. I still don't like his deck. You know, just
Yeah, for like actual face card damage is not the best.
yeah, and he's like super crit focused. Like I feel like we've all talked about it, but I can see Omi raising his rank up.
Do you
At
think
the
it's
very
significant
least,
enough that we
because
could consider maybe bumping him up a little bit? He was only B, so it wasn't like he was giga high
yeah,
to begin
yeah,
with.
yeah, for sure. Because like the farming aspect, I know some not necessarily everybody's gonna care about, but I would still count it as pretty significant.
Mm.
As one of his weaknesses previously, right? Because there's just simply nothing that really fits him. But now
Yeah.
there's something that fits him quite perfectly, actually. So I think he deserves like a at least half a rank bump.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree because his
At
damage
least.
is it is significantly better than last year. It is quite literally double what he was able to do last year.
If anything,
Yeah,
he might
wow,
just
yeah.
be like the best AoE 4-star archer now. Unless how much do you think Zenobia competes?
Honestly, because like he doesn't have much competition unless you're
True,
counting,
true.
like get Nightingale's a support.
Yeah.
So I'm not against that argument, honestly.
So we could maybe bump him up a full tier into A.
I can see it, honestly. I don't
think so
that's absurd.
because
Incredible.
like he
Yeah.
beats Zenobia's damage pretty
Like,
handily.
Yeah,
is there even
Zenobia
room
is
for
a
like
big one,
considering
yeah.
A plus at this point?
Maybe if we look at some other stuff later, because
Yeah.
from my memory, a lot of
Yeah, let's not
4-star
get too
archers
crazy.
are pretty doo.
That is a big bump, yeah.
Yeah. Look, no offense, but a lot of 4-star archers are ooh.
Yeah, maybe not the strongest
yeah.
4 stars in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll start with A though.
There's
That's
a
still a
couple that
nice
are
bump
good.
for him though. Let's be real. So, yay for EMIYA. No buffs for him, but new tools available in terms of other servants. All right, so next up we got the first 5-star, because again, these are based on the ID of the game. So yeah, he was here. He wasn't released day 1, but he was already in the game, and his banner was very shortly after launch anyway. So we got Gilgamesh already. Last year we had him on the top of the tier. I think we barely squeezed him in there from what I remember. So let's see. Did he get a new buff? I don't remember.
No, nothing's changed with him.
No,
Yeah,
people
'cause
really
this
wanted
already
him to get
existed.
one because of Strange Fake, but I guess they'll have
Yeah.
to wait until the collab.
No,
Okay.
the funny thing is, the last time he got buffed was
It
because
was
of
because of Strange Fake, but it was so
Because
long
Oh
of
yeah,
the
that
ago.
was when it was with him and
It was
Enkid at the
when
same
Now
time.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
when he got
was
his
so long
battery.
It's
ago.
been like this is on NA, and it's been on NA for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it really
it
took
is-
them a while.
Mm.
Let's hope they don't take that long for extra record, because oh my god. Anyways,
Extra record's not real, plushie. You dreamed it.
I really think at this point it's not real.
Honestly,
But
not much was lost.
damn, bro.
No, extra record's gonna be good. I swear. I
Oh yeah.
Extra records
Are you
is
ready
important
for Rock
for
Paper
the
Scissors 2?
extra
They added
record is
another.
important for the
They added
Tametomo buff. You
dynamite
don't
to it.
understand.
Mm. So does Gilgamesh really feel all that different? Not really, right? He's basically the same as last year.
He's the same. I think he's
Like,
the same.
Can he
Yeah.
do the new? He can't even do the new BG, right? Because he has a 30% battery.
Nope. he
Yeah.
cannot
So even
do the
that's not
BB.
different with the new Mystic and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
Might be even able to bump him down half a tier because of that.
Yeah, I feel like we
I mean,
barely had him in EX anyway. But I mean, he's still Gilgamesh though. Like he's pretty good. He has a lot of damage.
oh yeah.
So,
yeah, he's still Gilgamesh, but like I'm how do I put this? Like, if you want to brute force super effective against a boss, that's also good. But I'm gonna be completely honest, like, yeah, in farming, yes, right? But like in farming, he also not loses, but like some other of his competition gains something on a technical
Oh yeah,
level
there's one
with a
really
new
big
buff.
change for his
Right?
competition. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and
what
and
does he
then
do?
and then, if we extend the scope to like boss fights, they don't necessarily are they're not necessarily weak to EA, you know?
Mm.
Like like uh
Microtransactions.
like anyway, whatever. Yeah, a lot of them are not servants and a lot of them are star or whatever. So I don't even think his MP used to be it just hits everything. It doesn't hit
Yeah,
everything.
there's a considerable amount of servants that
Yeah.
MP doesn't work on. It's like not even,
Yeah.
it's not a tiny pool anymore.
Yeah.
And some
I
of
would
them are
also
even
say
sabers and berserkers.
like for using him in like higher end farming and stuff like that, he's not able to usually hand like the wave 2 with the big chunky HP, right?
Mm.
Those aren't servants ever. So like hardly ever. So like what's he doing there, right? I don't know. I probably last year was arguing against him being in EX anyway,
Mm.
and I stand
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah, like Gilgamesh is a very beloved character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like a lot of people have more emotions attached to him when they're trying to evaluate his gameplay performance.
And especially now, again,
Um,
since Strange Fake is airing and he's really cool like
yeah,
everyone else in that show, so yeah.
yeah. So you better give him a buff, you know?
True. Like, if anything, we could probably bump him down or drag him down to A+, but again, if anything, we also want to see him buffed. Like, he deserves more. Like, him having a flat golden rule, is it like, what is that? Like, come on. We can work with that. Just do something with it. Something fun. So,
At a 20% party battery, go.
yeah, why not? So, do we just drag him down to A+?
Yes. We're
The
dragging
golden
him
man.
down. Oh wait,
Yeah.
never mind. I was gonna say we're dragging him down to EMIYA's level, but no, not yet. I mean, obviously not.
At least now it's not like people will get confused because they're on different lists. Hopefully, even if he gets buffed later, EMIYA, that is. So, yeah, buff him more. Come on. Anyway, who's next?
Man.
Back to 4 stars. This is a day 1 servant though. Again, it's funny because Gilgamesh wasn't. This one is. But again, ID system.
I believe he got a buff. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. I was looking at the 3-star. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
That might want to be on a
Ignore me,
later tier list.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Atalante next. She
Who has not been touched in like 10 years.
Yeah, she's a bit
yeah.
unfortunate. We had her on a really low tier. We had her in D, barely escaping the E tier. But man, like, I remember when Scotty came out, she was like, oh, she's one of the rare AoE quicks that could actually loop now because they buffed her 3rd skill to have like this Giga MP gain. So she can actually do it. And, back when like single core quick was like the only looping you could probably do before Castoria was out, etc. That was like when she was at her peak. And that was like, what? 7 years ago, maybe? I don't know, give or take. Yeah, times have changed. She has not. It's a bit unfortunate. And she's a really bad DPS too. She has like nothing. Just 1 turn uptime skills besides the MP gen. What is this kit? What are these MP effects? Damage, just a little amount of stars. You don't even need stars. She only makes a lot of stars with her MP anyway. It's a 10-hit quick AoE. Like, this is such a bad kid nowadays. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
It's actually impressive because like a 1-turn buff, some star absorb, and a 1-turn evade and MP. Like I feel like you could see this as 1 skill for someone nowadays.
Easily, for sure.
I mean, yeah. You can definitely see that as 1 skill. And then you could still complain that why it's a quick up only 1 turn. So
yeah,
it's not even a perfect
also, this is so
skill.
funny. Like, it used to be like almost the same. Like, this is actually buffed. Like, it was an AoE quick up for 1 turn, and it still is the same. Like, they just increased the number from like 36 to 50. Like, yay, good buff.
Yeah, early day buffs are they don't really, compared to nowadays, like I feel like a lot of buffs they try to like even give the servant a completely new identity. Back in the day when they were giving buffs, they were just like, oh, let me just like tweak this by like 10%, which is kind of absurd because it's such a wasted opportunity.
I mean, like, I guess, like, in some game, in a lot of games, like, when you buff a character, it's not like you give them whole new gimmicks,
Oh
usually just
yeah, but like
usually it's like, okay, a 10% increase in firing speed or whatever. So they
I
probably had that
definitely.
idea earlier
Oh
on, but
yeah,
later
Mhm.
on they were
yeah,
like, you know what? These characters actually just need drastic changes. We need to
yeah,
make them
and
do new things.
Mhm.
also
So
the ever increasing length of people lining up to get a buff. You know, it's that it just ruins our opportunity. Anyways, just unfortunate
I guess
character
the
because
last relevant
I
thing for her was when Summer Scotty was released to improve her farming a little bit, but even then, it's like to these days standards, it's just not very good because it's only like full-on single core quick that needs like 3 enemy waves.
yeah.
And she's not even good at that. And when was the last time you used Atalante? Like, just
It's
ask
when I
yourself
mentioned the
that.
first time, like when Scotty came out on NA, the OG caster, like 7 years ago or something. Well, not on NA 7 years ago, but ages ago. That's when I used
Yeah,
her.
she just doesn't work. Like she's definitely looking at this now, like the spreadsheet, it definitely looks less annoying than before pre-Oberon. 'Cause I
Hmm.
remember before Oberon it was like
Oh yeah, that
really
too.
strict, but like the numbers aren't even good because that if they buffed that, they should have left it 36% and just made it 3 turns team wide quick up. That'd at least be something. I don't know.
Mm.
That'd be better than what they did. Ew, it's so bad. Her kid's so bad, and they've never upgraded her.
It's tragic. Like,
They
why
hate
did they
upgrading
forget her
her.
so bad? I don't understand. So I assume we either gonna leave her at D or maybe even consider E. I don't think she's moving up at all. Like nothing's changed for her.
No.
And if anything, others might look a bit better as well. So do we just leave her in
I
D
don't
just
think
because she can do the BG
yeah,
farming, even if it's not,
Yeah,
the best? We can just leave her there. Probably just that's it. It's the
yeah.
one thing she
She
has.
really just doesn't have anything. It's
Yeah.
just unfortunate.
I want to mention. I think we spend more time talking about how bad this character is than talking about Gilgamesh.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I guess. If anything, that really
She's
emphasizes how
impressively
much she
bad.
needs help right at this day and age. Like we want to see her do well too. Like we're not haters for just the sake of hating. We're like, yeah, I mean, it is very unfortunate. Like, please buff her for real. Oh yeah. All right, that's Neonta. Next up, back to 5 stars, and this is a very recently buffed one too. Actually, we got Orion, or as I like to just say, Artemis, to avoid confusion, and I assume most people do the same thing. Yeah, our first actual single target archer of the list. Yeah, Artemis did get a buff, and it was a buff to the 3rd skill, so got a big battery, got some arts up. Yeah, and it's actually not that bad of a buff, because again, she really had issues spamming her MP, but this can have her MP much easier, and also a nice damage boost as well. And honestly, while her own arts cards are trash, they're one-hitters, the MP still can refund a little bit, so it helps with that too. Because the MP, I do really actually like her MP effects. It's like so much crippling to the enemy. So if this becomes more spammable, yeah, the boss fight also becomes easier just by the way of that. You can just keep their MP gauge down.
just a reminder, and I feel like I say this every year. Her refund, like at base, it is the same as Vlad's base refund. Of course, he has a
her
Yeah.
30%
MP does have
MP gain buff,
multi-hit.
but
Yeah,
now she has 20% arts, so
I
so
think.
it is
Oh, sorry.
it's notable.
I
Yeah.
think basically all of the complaints I had about her has slowly disappeared one way or another. For example, her lack of a battery, now 50, means that she can actually be pretty good in, like, if you're just splashing her in for 1 turn of farming, she's nice. And then the quick and arts deck. Oh, it's not the best deck. Oh, guess what? It might
Yep.
be the best deck now.
Yeah, there's the first
Nah,
mention. I knew it was gonna
yeah.
happen
So
eventually. Yeah.
yeah, it's I feel like most of her problems are solved, and her damage is really solid. She doesn't lean on anti-male like Uriel does. Obviously, this is like the thing that gets brought up every year because we like to compare her to Uriel.
Mhm.
When the male thing really feels like a bonus to her, while for Uriel, she is literally anti-male or nothing, right? Like she's
Yeah.
literally permanently MP2 if she's not against male. So
I still really
Uh,
want to see the second skill buff. Like it's just
Oh yeah.
to me, I don't like when a skill can be completely dead, because now, especially now with this buff, she can be brought to non-males, but if you do, you have a dead second skill, and I don't think any servant should have a dead skill. And even
So
against males,
good.
it's like not even the best uptime. It's Giga Burst for that one turn, but like it's all it does, and then it's yeah.
Yeah, the
I
only
don't think
it
they should buff
definitely-
it for 3 turns. Because that's what everyone
Yeah,
wants.
yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
"Oh, make it 3 turns." I don't
That
think
would
they
be
should
way
do
too
that.
They should have other
I-
effects too.
Yeah,
If they
should
were
add, like
gonna-
a generic effect probably.
If they were gonna
I-
buff it, it should be like it should be like some sort of like supportive thing, not like a damage increase to the kit. Like I don't know.
Yeah, she already has pretty good damage, right? After all these buffs.
Yeah,
at the
because she
end of that
has attack up. She has arts up. Actually, maybe just give it 20% NP damage for 3 turns.
like because she has the battery, I actually, in a weird way, I see this skill being a little bit more useful, because now you can kind of include her in a
Like a farming comp that has a male servant,
killer.
right?
Yeah,
Or I guess
yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah,
non-servant.
just
Some of the mobs are definitely male. Yeah.
Yeah. So she could just be the anti-male nuke for that wave. So I like this change a lot. I mean, 50 battery, boring, but it's a 50 battery. It's a pretty big buff.
Yeah, it was definitely the biggest thing she needed. Let's be real. She's still not perfect by any means, but this was a much needed change, and they finally got to her, because God knows how long ago it was before they did anything to her besides that. So yay for at least one of these forgotten archers being remembered in this day and age. She probably needs to go up considerably, because we had her on C+ last year.
Oh, C+, wow.
My issue is they buffed the wrong skill. It's very awkward being on that skill, because I've mentioned it in the past, like with Jack, for example, because like you put the damage steroid on the evade, and it's like okay because you NP the enemy, and you break the bar, and then they try to NP you, but you've already got your defenses up. It's not the same with Artemis though, because she has a drain on her NP. So you use that to get your NP and to break the bar. Now, to be fair, draining the enemy isn't going to prevent a quick charge from getting activated and all. But yeah, it is what it is. It's still good.
I figure, like from a perspective, they're like they didn't want to combine the battery and other damage boost with the 1-turn burst damage, because I think more people would be annoyed. I think in general,
but they could still
the player base
totally
would be more
buff
annoyed
burst
at
damage
wasting
then.
the big damage buff versus wasting an evade, especially if you're trying to use things outside of boss fights, like in farming, which is most of what you're doing. So I think out of the skill options, I mean, they could have stapled it onto the first skill, but I think between the two, I think it's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, they just buffed this separately now too. But yeah, B+ minimum, right?
I think she's at least on the level of Artoria. Like we'll probably drag Artoria down though, so I don't know.
So I think A is what we're seeing.
So a nice bump for her then.
Yeah, in my opinion, really solid, really strong. I personally actually prefer over Artoria, but I can see the argument for either being better.
Hey, A for Artemis though. We can finally say that. I can't believe we actually have her in a relatively high rank after all these years. That's crazy. She's always been one of the most hated SSRs because she was so weak, and whenever someone got her in the gacha, they just wanted to, uninstall. Because not only is she not popular as a character, then she was also weak in gameplay. But hey, at least now she looks way better gameplay-wise. Justice.
Now all she's missing is that Olympus mech god costume. Awesome.
She and another person.
True.
But yeah, anyways, glad to see her turning around. Super cool.
Yeah, that's the first big change of the list. All right, cool. So next up, first welfare. We're gonna be talking about Nobu, the OG 4-star. We had her last year on a C+, and as far as I know, she didn't get changes for herself compared to last year, nor does any of the meta changes really affect her, unfortunately. She also, much like some of her peers, she does not have a battery. They did buff this skill. This was already last year's, when maybe even the year before that. I do like the first skill. I think it's easily the best thing she has going for her. But besides that, there's not that much going on. There's the very standard AoE archer with some, anti-trait going on. That works decently well with her, all things considered. But I think you probably have better options still. I'm not super impressed with Nobu in 2026 still. What do you guys think?
She's just as bad as she always was. Like,
yeah, like that
changed.
first skill buff was exciting for the first like couple days I saw it, but yeah, no.
Like, this could be the start of something. If they gave her more stuff, like, this could actually be even better. It's a good skill, but that's all she has, really.
Yeah, and also once again, with these types of like non-full commit supports, we have stronger and stronger low star, like non 5-star supports nowadays even. So I don't even necessarily think this is that impressive anymore. So yeah, it's
Like, they even buffed
as
Yamanami, as we saw last week, so
yeah, and as a DPS, she's just not great, unfortunately. So I'd keep her where she is. Where was she?
She was in C+, which I feel like is semi-generous
fine.
as is, but we can
Yeah.
maybe keep her there. Does anyone else have
It's
something to
whatever.
add to Nobu?
Yeah,
Like,
I still like her probably a little bit better than
Summer Hime is very comparable because they're both AoE buster, I guess.
I like Summer
I like
Hime
Summer Hime
better,
more
but
actually. Yeah, Summer Hime also has
so-
weird use.
Maybe we'll
cases,
swap
so-
their positions around when we get
Maybe
to
we
her
can
or
swap.
something. I don't know. We'll see. Probably mostly
Yeah.
interchangeable anyway.
I
Damn.
mean, at least Summer Hime has a gimmick. Like, it's rare.
You mean the force
Also,
taunt?
I feel
or
like
what?
Summer Hime. Well, that, and I think Summer Hime actually has a better gameplay loop. Actually, move Nobu down to C. That's what.
I would
The
be
more I'm
down
thinking
to
about her
maybe
versus
doing
Summer
it.
Hime, the more I'm like, wait a minute.
And honestly, I know Rio's talking about the really niche like challenge quest, Minturn use thing where you taunt the enemy to prevent them to like if the boss also taunts someone
You still have a
else,
chance to hit the other guy.
yeah, you can like negate them, but she also gives sure hit to the party. So like even for a more generic use case, she can be mildly useful. So yeah,
We might just move Nobu down
Move
to
Nobu-
C for
move Nobu down
now.
to her.
yeah.
No. Unfortunate. No real big changes to her at all. Alright, back to more 5 stars. We got Big Bad Tesla up next, and we had him also on the toppest of the tiers last year. Not much has changed for him. Actually, wait, no. He can do the BG, right? Because he has
Yep,
a 50% of 6 turn. Yeah. So I guess that has gone up. But honestly, even without that, I still think he's just a very solid AoE unit in general. I liked him better on actually bosses, but I guess his farming has improved now as well with the Mystic Code stuffs. So he can do BG now as well.
Yeah, so like for example, I kind of docked points from Gil because he kind of didn't evolve with the times, and I don't necessarily give him like extra points for this because every 50 charger can do it, and there's another big 50 charger. But I think he at least stays where he is, right? As he was what, A+?
He was EX actually.
No, he was
He was on the same.
Yeah,
as
we
Gil.
had
Dang.
Gilgamesh and him both on EX.
Oh, okay, maybe. I think he's slightly better than Gil actually, but maybe the EX tier is gonna be pretty crowded this year. So, yeah, again,
it's gonna be a very similar case to the Saber list. I think that one
Do we wanna
new
just move
serve
him
and just makes
down?
everyone else look weaker, sadly.
I mean, and also another big.
Oh,
50
there's
charger
an
archer.
existing
Oh
server
yeah,
that I
true.
think
There
is
is that one
better
giga
than
buff. We'll
all
get
the
to
other
that
ones in
soon.
EX
Actually,
right
I
now.
think there is one huge change
So,
besides
Yeah,
the Artemis one.
and
Oh,
I do believe she is like the top
yeah.
Apex
At least in terms of
Yeah.
farming,
So I think we can
she's
move him
the
down.
number one for sure. But Tesla is still pretty good on bosses. But is that enough for EX in 2026?
No, I think he goes down to A+. As
Mm.
But
well.
he's high there though. Like
Yeah.
Gilgamesh,
He's
I
better
definitely
than
think,
Gil.
yeah, he's better than Gil in today's
Mm.
situation.
But
for
the
sure.
other ones are just there's a gap. It's a noticeable gap.
Mhm.
Get diffed, bro.
It might
Yeah.
be the comparison gap.
So the
yeah.
youngsters say,
I guess we could move him next to Guilford, though. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, he's still super solid. No real issues. Can't really go too much wrong with Tesla. Right. Ooh, we move on to the next archer. We have OG Arjuna, and I think he was the lowest we had of the 5-star. Yeah, he was at C, even lower than Artemis pre-buff. And again, sadly, not much has changed for him either, right? No. Yeah, this already existed
not
last
much
year,
has
barely.
changed,
This
yeah.
3rd skill buff, I believe. And then, you know, he can't benefit from any real new meta changes either, right? Yeah, because he has his... actually, yeah, because his battery is too small. He has MP. Does he actually get a better comp? I haven't checked him,
I would say
actually.
good news on wave 3 with plug 3, he can out damage EMIYA. Bad news on wave 1 and 2, he does like half of EMIYA's damage.
No, it's they haven't
Wait,
even
can
put
he even
plug
PG
3
though?
here.
what do you mean? But EMIYA can BG. Can he BG?
I don't think he
No,
can.
it's with
No.
cranking.
In Juna?
Yeah.
Bro, the EMIYA doesn't need cranking.
Yeah, well, which I mean, it means like in events that they're gonna be.
Oh, you're right.
But that's only wave 3 damage. Like wave 2 are really bad.
He's just I think he was just unfortunately born this way.
Yeah, he got
where
year one. If he was released
where-
now, he'd probably be close to Arjuna Alter's power level, let's be real. And like Indra stuffs. Because people like him still. He's just got year one. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's honestly really sad as well that they were like, oh, I'm going to give they're both anti-divine, but one is damage, the other is insta-kill. Like, who thought that
This
was a good
around the time
idea?
when they clearly thought instant kill would be way more viable than what it is. Like, they didn't realize how bad it is themselves either in most things.
The funniest thing is, like, back in the day when he released, I don't even recall a lot of divine, like, trash mobs. Like, they don't start popping up.
Yeah, they
until,
were
like,
heavily
in the
leaning
Lost
onto the
Zone.
lore on the MP effects.
Yeah, like, okay, he's good at killing gods. Actually, no, he's not killing any god with that. It's just very
Damn it! I picked a terrible time to go take a dump. Hi,
yeah,
I'm back.
because
What?
Wow.
that's too much.
All right.
Anyway, I will say, like in Arjuna's defense, his kit is much better for boss fights than he's
Yeah,
terrible
you don't
farm,
farm with
okay?
him. You just don't.
I think if you look at him like to take into a boss fight, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he's terrible at doing boss fights.
He's also not as crit centric, so I don't think his deck is as like heinous compared to EMIYA, even though they're the same deck.
like he's pretty solid at like spamming his NP because he's constantly got this charge going because of his second skill. He has stars per turn he's making. I know it's only 8 stars, but he's also an archer, so like that plus whatever else you're making passively.
I mean, but
is usually enough
I
for him.
just don't think he changed though. Like he should just.
I don't think he changed.
Yeah.
Where was he last time?
He was at flat C, just below Artemis, half a tier before.
I don't know. I think you can.
Pretty low.
I think you can move him to C plus.
Sure.
Does she take Artemis's old spot? It's vacant now.
Because the arts buff also like helped his NP gain and stuff, so like he's able to card a little bit better.
Sure.
Like what I feel like one of the larger issues he had for a long while was he was just really bursty, and then after that he had basically nothing other than like he has a defense. He has a deep.
I do like his third skill. That's good
ramp.
uptime and solid effects.
Yeah, because it's not like the funny thing is that like he was like the number 1 most voted on App Media for wants to get a buff.
Oh yeah, true. He was the number 1 for buff request. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what they want for but
I mean, today's stream really shed light on that reason. He is clearly because of his dad. I think they showed the top 10.
Yeah, Indra was the only dude.
he was the only dude in the top 10 lock-on chocolate.
And he was number
selections, and he
4
was
too.
number-
I feel like
Yes,
Yeah.
he was number 4, beating out Lilith.
Yeah.
I feel like part of that is because the 90++ was an
Archer.
AoE Archer node.
I
Probably
mean,
helped
Indra is
with
still
that,
super
but-
popular, but yeah, a part of it
Yeah,
is for
but
sure
he
because
is
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
obviously
understand
why
the
I
appeal,
picked
but
him.
okay.
He's cool. He aura farms though. I like Indra. He's cool. His MP is one of the coolest animations. I really like it.
Also, super popular voice actor.
Yeah, his voice is so
That
sexy, and this is coming from a
certainly
mostly
helps.
straight dude. So yeah, I love his voice as well.
certainly helps. But yeah, I think Arjuna, can go up.
Yeah, we'll just bump
were
him into C
perhaps
play. He
too
takes
harsh.
Artemis's old spot. Like, he's fine for bosses. Farming, kind of forget about it. But for bosses, he's not hopeless. So yeah, sure. Okay. Next up, we have another 4-star. We got one of the Tristans in the OG, not the Fey Knights. After Baobhan Sith got buffed, I do think she takes the cake now. I always gave a small edge in my head to OG Tristan because he had the MP buff. But now that Baobhan got the very, very nice MP buff, I do think she's the better of the two. But that by no means means that OG Tristan is a bad servant either. Still, I think he's good. And his awkward deck also got better because of Voldemort over here. So he's actually not bad at all.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I think he can definitely stay where he is. And also about Baobhan Sith, I do find, I guess I'll save it for her, but I definitely found her to be not as broken as I imagined.
This guy, I'm going to tell a story
Mhm.
here. It's Grand Archer, and he's sitting here complaining that, like, Baobhan Sith can't do, one turn the fight. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't make sense because, like, I'm doing, like, with Fujino and, like, Baobhan Sith is better. And then he's like, oh, I'm not using Black Grail. I'm like, oh, so you're just like, you're just using all Bonsies and not killing Gilgamesh in one shot.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Look, base spawn. Anyways,
She's doing fine.
I will talk about it later. But yes, anyways. I think Tristan can stay where he is. I think he's
Oh yeah, I didn't mention, but we had
like-
him on flat A, which is pretty good.
I like his utility
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah, certainly.
Like, even though, like, I mean, she has like NP seal and skill seal and drain and stuff, which is pretty cool. But having the full debuff cleanse for the team and then the evade, which I guess she also has the evade, but
the cleanse
that and
is a
then-
big one, for sure.
Well, the cleanse is there
yeah,
just to
and buff
counteract
removal.
his own
It's
demerit.
still nice that they made it
It's like-
AoE though.
But it is for the party, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I think cleanse is is
also-
I would never complain about a cleanse,
Also, like I never like paid attention to it before, but he does have pretty nice numbers on like the debuff resistance down, even if that's a very specific thing. Like there's some debuffs that are like at best you're gonna be getting 60% chance, and then like that amps it up 30%. It's pretty notable.
And he can help
pairing with
himself
any other
land the
quick
crit
unit.
chance down too, because it's 100% on base, not factoring in innate
Yeah.
resistances. It's not much, but it's still
compare him with
cool.
you compare him with one of the 50 billion quick units that have a 60% chance to stun on NP, and they'll land it
Yeah.
more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should give him like a team attack buff or something on one of his skills.
True. They could still buff the second and the third skills for sure, but as is, he's definitely not bad at all. Like, do we just keep him in A? I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's fun though.
All right, Tristan. Nothing's really changed, but hey, he's still totally good. Cool. All right, so we mentioned her briefly earlier. Next up is Artoria. Then on the topic, Artemis got a glow up. She has not received really any changes. Last year we had her on A+. We'll see if we might change that now though. But yeah, good old. One of the easily black grailable single target loot bursts for bosses. And even in some farming situations, they even gave her a battery, which is kind of silly in my opinion. But yeah, obviously this is not a new buff or anything for this year. But yeah, they did give it to her, and at least she got sure hit with it too. So some utility, and instead of just a battery that she may or may not have even needed. Yeah, she's a very simple servant that still just works. You just MP, and that's it, and it works.
Well,
I think
the
she's got to
thing
go
is,
down. She's at least
no,
she's at
I
best
still
as
think
as Orion.
no, she's still better because
No, I
she can,
disagree.
in like Orion, you mentioned, you can throw her in a team and she can MP the male enemy once. Archery definitely can MP twice in a multi-core setup.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
if she
it,
doesn't kill
but
the
if she
doesn't
doesn't kill,
kill the thing,
it
then who
depends on the
cares?
situation. Like what sometimes one is needed, sometimes
Yeah, because she
another
doesn't
is
have
needed.
any power mod or
Anti-trade,
anti-trade. You're
yeah.
gonna need a really big copy if you're gonna
And
utilize
she
2
doesn't have an
MPs in
NP
multi-core
upgrade either.
farming. Yeah.
Like
I still
Orion
think
has an
that
NP
like
upgrade,
she's
has
easier to put in.
comparable steroids plus 100 P mod. Like
Yeah, and in a
I
challenge quest, I think Artemis also has the edge. Like honestly, I think she's better than Arturia.
Yeah, I
But
like
But
Artemis'
she
MP a
also gives
lot
attack.
more. Because she also has Arturia has RNG on her drain as well, which I hate. I've always hated that.
I mean, but she has attack up as well for the party, so she contributes in that farming setup a little more.
Yeah. Again,
I-
I mean, I can. I just
I
don't think
look.
they're a tier
I'd
apart.
rather
I don't think they're half a tier apart.
in that comp, I would rather take someone that has an NP upgrade and 100% P mod against the thing I'm
Okay,
fighting.
look. Let's be honest here. You're not,
and also an extra 20
in every
mana.
situation. You're also not taking her because you're taking the other Artoria, and you're taking Artoria Caster Berserker, and that's who you're using in that place because she also will MP twice.
Okay, so
So-
you just damage your argument because like
I guess. Yeah.
No, but the point is that they're the same person, and therefore, well, they're not the same
So
person.
she gets
actually,
extra
because
points
Arteria
because
Caster
she's
is
related to
different.
one of the
they're
best
not
single
even the
target
same
DPSs.
person. That's the funny thing. Same person.
That's true. Arteria Caster is a different person from Artoria. But anyway, the point stands. I concede.
All right, fair enough. Hey, we had a reasonable argument and it ended peacefully. Wow, imagine that. That's crazy. She should probably come down to A tier, right?
Yeah. Like I'm not arguing her to be lower than Artemis.
Yeah, I could probably see them on the same tier, honestly. I think I prefer Artemis, maybe in both bosses and farming, so maybe there could be some merit to have her even higher. But I don't think that she should, at least Artemis should be the same, if not slightly higher.
Yeah, it's just like, do you prefer a machine gun or like a rail gun, right? Like it's one shot that counts more, or
Well,
like
you see, the
rapid
problem
fire,
with that,
right?
with the machine gun, if you land one bullet, you're probably going to kill the person. That's not the case here.
Instead of a machine gun, it's more like it's like an automatic sniper. Like if the fire rate is not as high, but you can still fire pretty often, and it's higher caliber.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's
I think
I don't think they'll ever buff her MP, but yeah.
I think one of the big things about this buff is now she's more likely to get ran with Black Grail, and whereas Archer Artoria was sort of just like glued to Black Grail everywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you're just degen farming and you had her super hyper and shit. But now the fact that you have an extra 50 charge to work with, that means she's going to be so much more flexible in craft essences.
Yeah. We'll do the A for now. We'll see if we want to maybe have Artemis slightly higher later. But yeah. Artemis stonks, Arturia, more or less the same as many past years. Still fine though, for sure. Okay, some more summer stuff from the same event. We got Anne and Mary Summer. 4-star, of course. We had them on C+, so basically just the average in the middle for the tier list. They haven't gotten anything new either, right? I don't think so. No, they've only ever received one buff anyway, and that was a while ago. I mean, I didn't hate the buff either. I thought it was pretty okay. But they're kind of just very basic. I mean, they're not bad, but just very basic. That doesn't really stand out.
They're like Diet Aswattama. I know they have their own guts, which arguably.
Oh yeah, because they both have the missing HP thing as well on the MP.
Yeah, Hers is not like a linear scale, right? She has like a breakpoint. I kind of don't remember. Is she just
It
also a linear scale, or is
No,
it like
it's
it is math, but like enmity units without a way to like reduce their HP or like you know
so
it's
basically,
just
if they're
rough.
NP1, it is double. If they're NP5, it's only a 60% increase.
okay?
Mm.
So yeah,
That's what it is.
so it doesn't scale like Kichikata or
Yeah,
Ashwatthaman, where it's like at
it's
1 HP you
super
get the
weird.
max.
They're
Yeah,
the only ones that do it that way. Them and the other them.
yeah. The other them that
They're
also
like
now has really pretty animations.
they're like they're
Oh gosh,
whatever. Honestly, like
that's
it's
such a bad scaling thing looking at this because like it's 600% times 1 minus the current over max HP. So like if you're at 50% HP, yeah, that's it basically
Yeah,
puts an MP1 in an MP3 coffee. It's like that's like a really this is a instead of it being an extra mod that scales, it's just bad.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not very good.
it's weird scaling. I don't know why they
I guess
did
the
that.
one upside is that they have the guts, and it's also one of those like karma infinite guts, is that just stays on you forever until it procs or gets removed. So it's
Yeah, that's very
easy, a
interesting.
little bit easier to work with. But again, the scaling is a bit more unusual compared to the other missing HP ones.
See, that guts is only 1 HP, right?
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
guts would be infinitely better if it was on like
yeah.
Ashwatthaman.
I mean, luckily
Unfortunately.
Hijikata has his like the same bot. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
infinite though, but he
Hijikata
at
has
least
that,
has the
yeah.
1 HP thing too.
Each guy is also a berserker, and it's easier for him to get like knocked down to.
Yeah, he can get
hurts
clapped
himself with
easily.
one of his skills.
He's also
Because
he's
chances
also
are, if you're
just
running
scary.
these girls, you're probably fighting sabers. Why would you pick them against like berserkers? So it's really hard for them to get their guts procced in the first place at that point.
Yeah, they're not taking damage.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they need to change.
Yeah, so do we just keep them in the middle-ish, average, C+? I don't think
they're okay where they are.
Yeah, not higher at
They're
least,
definitely
but
more
It's really
functional
okay.
than-
As this goes on, I'm like, man, Osakabehime really needs to go up because I think she's better than them by a substantial margin.
Mm.
Maybe they need to go down to be with Nobu.
No, they're more functional than Nobu.
Yeah, no, they are more functional than Nobu. And
yeah.
Osakabehime has to go
has,
up.
like,
I'm resolute in this.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll have
my
her
conviction
discussion
is-
sooner than later as well, yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep them in C+ for
Like-
now.
Like they've got their survival, they've got like their offensive buff, and they have a weird, super effective sort of thing almost. It's
Yeah, keyword
like,
almost.
they don't have much anything to define themselves. It's like Ashvatthaman with less steps. that's what it is.
Mm.
They're usable though.
They're Asvatthaman beta. Then we get the actual release later. Anyway, there you go. More welfares. We got the OG Kuro. So we had her on B tier. She hasn't really received like any buffs. I mean, I guess you can call the third skill a buff, but it's very like specific and doesn't really translate to a lot of her gameplay to being relevant. But I've always been kind of a defender of her gameplay wise. I think she's pretty good. Is she a top tier welfare nowadays? No, not really. Maybe in the past, yes, but I think she's a very simple servant and she's very easy to work. And her MP is very spammable. And she can even generate some stars. People will be surprised. Like this 3-turn 100% star rate with her high hit counts. Even these 6 hit arches, these will actually generate a considerable amount of stars with that active. It's like the caster Gilgamesh thing all over again. Like, I think she's fine. I think she works. Is she the best single target option you have? Probably not. Is she a good one? Sure. You know?
I think her damage is really bad outside of that 1-turn burst. Like, it really, really, really bad.
Yeah,
Like,
this skill kind of sucks anyway. It's like a 35% rainbow. It's like, what is this?
yeah, it's not even a good burst. I actually don't think she's a good like I don't think she's a good welfare anymore. Like she was good at the time, but I don't think
Her
I
biggest
don't
selling
think
point is
she's
just a 50
good
battery,
anymore.
right?
Yeah, but even then, like I don't think that justifies her anymore. Like it's
I mean, it's okay. I don't think she moves down though. Where was she?
She was in flat B, I believe. Yeah, above
I
average.
don't think. Yeah, I don't think she moves down or anything. You know, like it's I don't think like if you really want to hard argue, like okay, maybe because
I think just because
what's
she's
her
a
face?
free
Artemis.
MP5,
Oh my
there's no
god.
need to move her down because she still works.
Yeah.
Like that's one of her
Like
strengths, being the free MP5.
I personally would move her down, but that's
I think she's better than the pirates. But I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
that's
think
just
I
me.
use either of them
I think
really,
she's
but
better.
like at this point.
yeah.
honestly, the biggest issue that servants like her have isn't even on this list. It's the fact that there's a 3-star that does more damage substantially,
Oh,
basically
Robin
effortlessly.
Hood. I will
Yeah.
definitely say Robin Hood is a problem for her. Yeah.
But I mean, where she is
Especially after
still
the
fine,
buff.
I think.
Yeah.
I think I'll just keep her at B. Fine.
Again, Archer is this weird class where there's a bunch of like super good 3-stars that actually affects the like our decision because like for sabers, I really don't think any of them
Yeah, they just
like
only make
what
gold
I guess
sabers. There's
the
hardly any
easiest.
low stars.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I think Sugitani is better than like half of these units.
Yeah, like Sugitani, Uriel,
Robin,
Robin Hood, like
Robin
all of these
Hood.
servants just frequently pop up as comparison points
yeah.
compared to golds because they are just simply better. They're built different.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's just weird that archers is like probably the most like I don't think any other class is that polarizing with this problem.
Yeah, it do be a bit
Yeah.
weird. Alright, let's go keep the B. Sure. Oh, the next one. Oh, here we go. It's time. So, Ishtar time. Last year we had her on B+, and boy, is that about to change, because she has received a new buff, and I was a bit blind at first as to how good this buff was, but then I quickly came to realize how significant this buff is. So they changed the way her third skill works. It's still the weird delayed thingy, but now it's no longer even that weird, because now, in addition to getting that attack buff for 1 turn afterwards, she can guarantee her full deck on the same turn afterwards. It's cool also this buff success rate up makes her second skill a little bit less wonky because it had 80% chance to give the invul pierce and invul, which is cool to guarantee those as well, but man, the big game changer is guaranteeing your deck for the next turn. It's insane. Like, you might think at first, oh, it's like really good for bosses. It is, but it's also really good for farming. Having access to a full Buster Brave Chain with your MP, with hopefully crits included and whatnot, it's pretty insane. Not to mention her attack is also very solid among archers. Like, this is a really crazy buff, all things considered. And if you're doing bosses, it's on a low cooldown as well, 2 turns if you have the append, so you can definitely use that multiple times. You can't stack the attack up with Koyan, but you can still spam it way more often with cooldowns anyway going down. Like, it's a game changer of a buff. Holy.
Oh yeah. And
You don't even need a pen 5 because if you're using with a Koyan, it goes down from 3 to 2.
Yeah, it's back
and
to
it
back
cools
anyway.
down. So like
Yeah.
as long as her NP can handle wave 1, which is very easy, she can pretty much single core 90 pluses because a Buster Brave Chain with
It's
tied
so
to an
much
AoE.
damage.
I mean,
And
like
she already
all
has
the
good MP damage.
show
Oh yeah,
that
the star bomb on
works.
the previously buffed MP is now even better because it basically means you should have guaranteed crits on the turn where you use get all your cards.
And the thing is, she doesn't rely on card lock like the others. So the others sometimes need card lock to do it, but with hers, it's wave 1 is the AOE and you handle it, and then after that, you don't have to juggle things to make sure your cards are right or do weird stuff. I don't know. She's just easier to use.
She is also still a 50 charger, so she technically still benefits from the new system as well to run.
True,
PG,
on top of this buff.
Not like she
even though
wasn't getting charged from the cards with Koyan.
yeah. Like you could already get charged from like if you're not fully nuking them with the MP itself, like the cards, the Buster cards with Koyan Sky as skill 2 already, I believe, allows her to BG.
Yeah,
Either
because
way, I
it would
mean,
be 40%
yeah,
charge,
yeah.
and then I don't know how much your extra gives her, depending on the enemy. But
I mean, if you're scared, you can even give her the Merlin command code, right? Like
True.
so, and then we even have a 5% one on top of that. So like, it's just
yeah,
everything.
put that on there. You're
Mhm.
guaranteed. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
everything's going her way in terms of just everything. Like honestly, the least change part, like challenge quest wise, she probably is changed less in the grand scheme of things compared to farming, because all of these like hand shuffling things is just completely broken in farming.
Mhm.
But even then, for challenge quests, like you mentioned, it is still extremely solid. So I think she is like top dog.
You know what?
She's
This
the
is
best
funny.
DPS
Like the
measure.
name of they changed the name of the skill. It's called Jewel Formation of Absolute Fortune. They should have called it of Absolute Cinema. That would have been so
crazy.
funny. That's what it
If
is,
Otto has
honestly. This
anything
is
to
an
add.
insane buff, though. And I assume we're kind of unanimous on bumping her from B+ to all the way to EX tier. Like, just crazy.
I do believe, yeah.
Like,
Otto, do you have
that's such a
anything to
game
add?
changer.
Bleh.
Otto, you have a complaint?
I
Nah, it's
understand
just
why you guys.
she's
You know what?
farm
Fuck it.
slop.
You know what?
Mm.
Fuck
but
it. I gotta like show personality at some point during this.
There we go.
Right.
There
Look,
it is. Let's go.
I am. I get why people glaze her really hard because like this is really good for farming. It's just like it doesn't really. I don't always want to get like my full hand, I guess.
But it's also really good for
Look,
bosses, for DPS, and then she can also guarantee her invul and invul pierce.
I'm just not like a huge. Her kit's just still boring as fuck, bro. Like
I
her
mean,
first
again,
skill suck.
boring
The
has
Yeah, it's
second
hard
skill
carried by
is
numbers.
it's a battery, but like
Yeah.
well, boring has nothing to
Otto
do with
enjoys unoptimal
farming.
farm maxing where he plays with
shut up.
bad
You
teams.
everything you like is liked by literally everyone else. You are the biggest cuck ever.
Whoa, whoa! It's getting
What are
personal.
we dragging that out for? What do you
early
mean?
on.
Random unhinged moments are really funny.
There you go. That's what the people want to hear. Let's get it.
Why am I being?
But yeah, I mean, in a time when like just hyper offense is king, like this game, it has always been the case.
Yeah,
for
but
this
like
game.
you have like other servants that have like uniquely good like AoE damage. Like if I'm actually in
It's
an
not like her
AoE
AoE damage is
challenge quest,
bad. Yeah.
yeah, but she doesn't have like any sort of anti-trait, and everyone else has an NP upgrade in her group except
but
for
If anything, it's better
Tametomo.
that she doesn't have it, because now
Okay.
she can just nuke anyone with guaranteed buster chains.
Yeah, so this allows like there's always like these
can do
wacky
mighty for
AoE
the
servants that have
gaming,
good
yeah.
single
Gilgamesh
target
is-
damage.
If we're actually like trying to do an AoE challenge quest, Gilgamesh still mogs her, because like sure, cool, you more than overkilled on this one enemy, but she
target,
did not
yeah.
do enough damage to either of the others. And in that case, why would I pick her instead of Gil?
I mean,
Because for some fights,
But that's just
what you
one
need.
case where he might be
I mean,
better.
I actually get that argument, but like, once again, farming is being taken into consideration here, and also like if you look at, for example, the most recent challenge quest, right? Single target firepower is pretty important. I think how good Olga is at challenge. I mean, she has a lot of utility. I guess that's not really fair. But I think having guaranteed cards, it's very flexible. You can have MP gain when you want it. You can have burst damage when you want it. Hers is maybe not as flexible because you have to pre-plan it, but because of the short cooldown, you don't really have to pre-plan it. Like my point is, I'm not completely disagreeing with Otto, honestly, but I can see where he's coming from. But that's just for challenge quests, and for farming, she's getting a lot of points from that.
I think it's still fine because she's only half a tier above him anyway.
Replying to something in chat, even if you're actually like when we're talking about AoE damage, if you're even if you're not exclusively against servants, Gilgamesh is still going to be doing better damage because he has the built-in NP damage buff on his NP, and then also on his
I mean, if
first
we
skill,
do factor in
which is
face cards,
stack,
Ishtar, I think,
and-
wins. If we
No,
factor in the
Ishtar's
third
going to
skill.
come out on top
Yeah.
with face cards.
It's
with
only
Buster
on
Crits.
AoE
You're using
servants that
double
are not
poison.
that his anti-trade
I mean,
works,
like-
and then he comes out on
like
top.
as far as NP damage goes, like the only she just has like her first skill, and then she has a 20% buster buff on her NP.
Well,
Right.
That's-
well, this
Like-
is actually a problem I ran into when I was doing like the CL review, because here's the thing, right? Card shuffle value is actually very often overrated. I'm not saying it's like, bad or anything, but like it's often overrated in the sense that when you compare someone with card shuffle to someone who doesn't, people often frame it
Oh,
as
yeah.
if the guy who
that.
doesn't
Just
has
that.
like no cards. You know what I mean? Like like when people talk about this, it's like, oh, Ishtar has guaranteed buster card every turn, and Gilgamesh has no buster cards, which is not the case. He still has 2 buster cards that he can get every 3 turns, assuming no shuffles happen. But with all that being said, I still think Ishtar, if you especially consider the farming, she's still EX. That's just
Yeah, I think it's just for that. It's a
But, like,
matter of
I-
timing. Like when you're farming, you're not gambling. Oh, I'm going to get a buster card this turn.
yeah.
But being
It
able to
really
guarantee
is
and
farming. It
route
really
it,
is
it
a
makes
farming
it-
buff.
Yeah,
It's more of a farming yeah. It's more of a farming buff than a challenge quest buff. Honestly, it's because like
Also-
yeah. Anyways.
I will say like her. If you look at the farming numbers, her wave 2 damage, which is where Gilgamesh will suffer because they're not servants for sure.
I mean, dude, if you're
Her
counting
wave 2 damage is higher,
full crit,
then-
it's not.
Yeah, she's going to
comparable.
destroy wave 2s. That's the thing is like, and this is farming. You're like, yeah, you can argue Gilgamesh and challenge quests, but like, I think in like, I don't think Ishtar is bad at challenge quests, and I think she's just so much better at the farming part. That
Yeah, I think that's what I'm
not a-
thinking as well. That makes the plus for her. That's the difference maker. Like Gilgamesh has some moments where he would be better, but I think overall there's way more cases where Ishtar is easier to use and she's better at now with this buff. That's why I think she is EX and Gilgamesh would be A+. That's how I see it, at least. Like, it's still not a big difference, but I still think she comes out on top in most cases.
Yeah, like for farm slop, I agree. She's farm slop. There you go.
Farms love. We have a new term. That's nice. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a lot to talk about Ishtar. But hey, we got a lot of different nice views of her. So
I just dislike that a big part of it is just like it's an anti-RNG thing a lot of the time. I know there's some situations where you genuinely can't get those card shuffles, but like it's just annoying that like anti-RNG stuff is that impactful. Yeah, because
Because it is.
I mean, it is. It's
It's
just.
a
I mean, it
card-based-
is. So
it's a
there's not much you can do
card-based
about
I know.
it.
it's a very simple thing.
Because
and
not
it
in,
just
like in
doesn't
most
feel
cases
like
in farming, you
it should
can
be
rely
as
on
much as
face
it
cards. With her, you can rely on face cards, guaranteed, and it's a big deal. Not like
mean-
there's not many cases where you can do that, and she does it really
I mean,
well
if you
too.
played, I'm not comparing this directly to a card game, but like if you played any card game, if you can draw your hand, that's
Yeah, that's
like,
why if
probably the most
any of you
broken
guys
card
play
in-
Magic, in
I know.
Commander, tutors are game changers because you literally get
what
to
I'm
fetch the
saying
cards you
doesn't really
want
matter.
instead of
okay,
drawing.
like we don't have to dwell on this any longer. Okay.
But Otto,
I'm not
we
trying to
need you to
drill you or
know you're
anything.
wrong.
No, I'm not trying
Well,
to grill
no,
you or
I'm
anything. I'm
joking.
just trying to make an argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm not entirely responding to you. Let's. Who's next? Tell me.
It's
who's next.
Moriarty,
I
the
desperately
old
wanna
man
know.
version.
Oh,
Okay,
time to
she
go
doesn't
take
have any
another dump.
changes either, right? No. Yeah, no. I guess there is one change, and this is such a morbid joke. His VA died. It's so sad. He has a good voice.
Aw,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
And so that's
Yeah,
the
we
one
lost
change,
a good one.
unfortunately. But yeah.
and that was a
Yeah.
sudden thing. Like it was like not
Yeah.
like he wasn't
Yeah.
that old.
I really enjoyed his voice too. Like, who doesn't enjoy a good Subarashi and whatnot? And I've heard him a lot of anime and
that-
whatnot too. He's very prolific.
that '07 emote does not fit. Like that nah.
Oh, the anime one. Oh yeah, I forgot. It overwrites the default. Yeah,
just happy aqua and like
Well, you know,
no, like
it's, yeah, true. Okay,
it feels
yeah,
very
well,
insincere, you know.
yeah, fair. Anyway, Moriarty. We last year had him on B+, which is not that bad. Like, I still don't like his deck. I think that's one of his biggest problems, but otherwise, he's not bad. You know? He has a working kit, he has some utility, he can ignore both invul and defense, he can do stars, he has party what attack, he has a big battery. His MP hasn't been buffed, but it does do a sizable defense down before damage that can ramp up a bit. He's alright. I just wish his deck was addressed a little bit more, because not to mention his gains are also pretty bad. He needs help with those too.
I guess Omi is a decent help. Not necessarily like
I guess that's
farming,
true, but
defining,
yeah.
you know, but
Yeah, now he can black grail.
What?
Farming?
wait, what? Maybe.
I guess he does have a
Maybe.
50%
He has a
resistance.
battery.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
you're
saying.
right.
I guess that
you're
is a thing.
right.
It's probably
Think
mostly a
about
joke,
that.
but still, yeah, I guess, yeah.
That is a joke. Why
Yeah.
the fuck are you going to invest
Hey,
so
there's
much
that one
resources
Moriarty, like
and a-
maxed out copy
and a-
haver in the chat. He's like, I'll do it, watch me, and he's gonna do it.
Nah, guys.
Yeah, but like,
just
where
wait
is it
until we
gonna
get
be
to
useful? It's
Berserker.
gonna be
with
like a
that-
1-1-1
with that
node?
BG Kintoki, you know.
We
They
get a
only have-
1-1-1 node every other year, so like, who cares?
No, we've only ever had one 90++ 111 node, and it was like the first one, and they've never done it since.
Oh, that was the one where you could do the Vlad thing as well. That was the only time, basically.
They've had like some hunting quests and stuff that had it, and they had really high HP requirements. I want to say there was another.
There probably was a hunting
was
quest. I think you're
one
right.
Other 90++ that had
Mm.
that comp. I forgot which one it was though.
Definitely was a while ago, at least.
It might have been the one Gina event.
Maybe, yeah.
In which
I don't
case, it
think-
wouldn't have been that long ago.
I don't think his position changed at all.
Yeah,
He's definitely not on the same
it's
level
not
as
really anything.
Artemis,
Yeah.
but he's definitely not as bad as the ones below.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if you want to keep him in B+. I think he's fine. Just needs more buffs. Something that helps with his awkward deck in his own kit as well would be very welcome. Oh well.
Or just an MP upgrade with some additional effects.
I mean, yeah, that would be just nice too. Sure.
Yeah, like honestly, especially I think in a weird way, I felt like he was pretty similar to Artemis, but like Artemis
Arguably, they're even
You
more
know.
similar now because both have the 50% battery. But I do
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Artemis more
absolutely.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like after the fact that she got a battery, well, he could have an MP upgrade to match.
Yeah,
hers
true. We need
because-
come on. We need equilibrium here. Where's my man's
Yeah.
MP upgrade? Come on, let's
I
get
mean,
it.
they even gave Enkidu an MP upgrade. Like this isn't even.
And they've
like,
given some
everybody's-
really strong servers in general MP upgrades anyway, so
yeah,
he
I
can
don't see why not at
absolutely get
all.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then give him like an anti-trade. He'd be go nuts.
Why is he not anti-good or something? Like, why is that not a thing?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
because he
Um,
makes people evil, and that's his thing, I guess. I don't know. It's
Well, I
weird.
mean, the ruler one has it. Like, it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
the ruler one is just a better version. Let's be honest.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ruler one also. The
Come
ruler
on,
one
this
got an
this
MP
is
upgrade before
this is
one.
discrimination against old people, is what it is.
Yeah, can we actually talk about how the young one got an MP upgrade before?
Yeah,
this
that's,
one, and the young
that-
one
that
came
was a
out,
thing.
like, how many years after him? Ugh, yikes. But yeah.
Surely at some point for old man as well.
I don't know why he doesn't have anti-good. Like, it
Yeah.
just seems like
it would be
such an
so in
obvious one.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, another 4-star from Shinjuku as well. Story locked EMIYA Alter has seen no changes for a very long while, as far as I remember. Yeah, this buff was a while ago too, and that's basically. Wait, when was the MP buff? Was that's old too? Yeah, it's old. His strengthened one.
That's an old
old.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's even older than this, yeah. So he hasn't seen changes in a long time. We had him on flat B last year, mostly because I think he's semi-capable of doing some decent MP damage. Like, his MP can hit hard, despite not having any, like, anti-trait. But man, it can be hard to get his MP sometimes. But I guess his deck looks now better, though, so there is that because of, you know, again, Summer Tiamat. So the awkward
He still
deck
has
is
the
a bit better.
hit-based thing, which
Yeah, it's like everything is like
annoys
hit-based
me.
on him. It's
the attack up at least shouldn't be hit-based. I really hate
yeah,
that part.
like you can just give him a
that
flat
part.
out 3-turn 40%. If it's the only effect, come on, you can do that. It's a high amount, but you can do it to him.
Yeah, that's
It's
one
not
of the
You
bad.
have to
coolest
intentionally
MP animations.
intentionally
in the
not
game.
use his cards to maximize his damage output.
Yeah,
It's really annoying.
it's so weird.
He genuinely has one of the coolest MP animations, and like the concept is horrifying as well. Like
Yeah, it reminds me
you
of
could
Cool
be,
Alter as well with the MP animation.
explodes from the inside. Yeah, it's so
Yeah, doesn't it-
graphic. 'Cause-
Yeah, doesn't he like shoot his reality marble into a person and
Yeah, and then it
Yeah, and
like
blows it up.
Expands,
from the
yeah.
inside out?
yeah, it expands
Yeah, it's
inside
very
of
metal.
the person.
It is very
Yeah,
meta.
it's crazy.
It's so
yeah.
similar to Cool Alter because again he expands like barbs and blades out of his when he inserts his like arm into their stomach or
Yeah.
whatever. Pretty cool. Yeah, again, there's not much to be said about this guy. I think that we already didn't say that still stands absolutely 100% last year as well, right? It's just B.
He doesn't move down because of they who will not be named.
Yeah, and he probably
but
shouldn't be below Kuro
He doesn't get better
either.
though.
Yeah, like it's a help for the EMIYA Alter fans. You now have a much better support at least, but he still needs more love in his own kit for sure. You have way better options otherwise. But you know, he's usable. Also, yeah, I do still hate that. Why did they buffed this MP and they moved this freaking drain on base overcharge to 62? It was such stupid. I don't like it.
Yeah, they
Feel
just
like-
made 80%.
Freaking 80%
so
on the
bad.
buff. Yeah. Oh well. All right. We need more love for the Shinjuku archers. Come on. Anyway, more Summer. We got Helena Summer next. She did get an MP buff some years back, which made her, you know, move out of the absolute bottom tier to what we had was D tier. But man, is she a bit unfortunate still, I want to say. I mean, her deck, again,
But
same
sure,
thing. It got
FA,
improved
make
because
people
of
uncomfortable.
Tiamat. Like, what is this? What is this
Of course, you'd be
kid?
asking for that.
Dude, recently I really hate because like I saw like a Twitter post. It's like back in the day, gacha games were more risque, and it just posts like Helena Third Ascension,
No.
and it's just justifying like, oh, you know, back in the day there were more like naked lollies and like, bro.
I mean, have you seen Blue Archive? Like
Have you
crazy.
seen Brown Dust too?
True.
Okay, so I don't think I haven't seen from the game itself Blue Archive very much sexual stuff, but I have seen. From
No, but I
Brown
meant
Dust
like
too,
in the
very much
Helena
sex-
level, basically. Like if people think that's weird, it's like it's every character in Blue Archive is like Helena Ascension 3.
Yeah,
Well, I mean
Brown Dust
they're
2
not
literally
bu-
puts
their
tentacle
body
porn
type
in
is
their
not built
game.
like that.
like
No, that's not Blue Archive. Okay,
What?
okay.
no,
What
no.
do
I
you mean?
said
This is
Brown
Blue
Dust 2.
Archive, isn't it? Like,
Look,
isn't that what most
Brown
of the
Dust 2
game
is
is?
a modern gotcha.
Okay. I can't believe I'm fucking defending Blue
Oh,
Archive, but like
I'm saying,
I
okay.
actually play the game casually, but
Not even close. Am I
um,
actually going crazy here? I thought
Yeah,
most of them
because-
have bodies like this.
no. If you look
Wow.
at okay, so look up a Blue Archive real.
I think
not
I'm good. I don't want to
RIO.
Google anything, BA. But you know,
But-
I'll
but yeah,
trust you on this
yeah.
one. I'll trust
Yeah,
you.
it'll
But
pull up.
So
it'll
Blue
pull
Archive
up
is a
Goshen's
game
that he's
where
already
they
read.
would draw like you know characters built like you know Skahak or Tamamo and call them like 16.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
So
that's what
that's
they
that's
do.
a
Yeah.
17-year-old.
that's the
True.
thing that Blue Archive is notorious for. They draw the most curvaceous, well-developed women and then call them 16. It's
Yeah,
so
and
weird.
then you know the fan base is the worst though, because like the fan base always focuses on how
Don't
they're
go to the
underage,
Steam
and I fucking
forums.
hate it. Yeah, it's so bad.
It's
Anyways,
it's so
Yeah, I can only
let's not get into
imagine.
that, but
Yeah.
holy shit.
Anyway, back to Summer Helena. She's still bad, right? Like, what is
Yep,
this?
yeah,
She's
she's
so
still
bad.
bad.
Like, I still... Like, what is the second skill? She's AoE, she has a single target drain, and then she gets flat damage for 5 attacks. Not even 5 turns. Like, oh, it's too strong to have 2,000 extra damage
more
on your
likely
hits.
She's more likely to drain than EMIYA Alter is.
True. Oh my
You compare her
God.
with that one Saber Wars flat damage CE.
I still can't believe that was
And
the
then you're-
gacha 5-star Z. They thought it was good. Why did they think flat damage was good? It took them over 2 years to
no,
realize it's not good. It
wait.
sucks.
Oh, not even Saber Wars. There was the it's from the K&K one where it's oh wait, no, that's damage cut, not damage.
Yeah, that's the damage cut one. But
that
at least
was also
at least
bad.
that one was a free one from the event. That wasn't a gacha 5-star Z. The Saber Wars one is a gacha 5-star limited Z with the MHX banner. I don't know what they were thinking. Crazy.
Yeah.
Although
Thankfully,
honestly,
they don't
K&K maybe did it even worse because do you remember there was 2 5-star gacha Zs. One was the Tolko one that gives you like the 3-turn arch buff and battery. That's like whatever. It was split attack, so no one uses it. But then the other one is the Mikiya one that just gives you instant kill success rate. That's all it does. It's a 5-star gacha Z. So maybe
early I think it was like
resist.
I mean,
I thought it was
it can resist, right?
Oh, no, you're right. It's resist. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's even worse than giving a chance. Honestly, it's worse. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
I've
it's not
seen
like
people
there's
use
any
it.
craft systems that do that these days. So.
I've seen people.
Yeah, but you would
use
just
it,
run something that gives you immunity anyway, if that's a problem.
Oh, true. Yeah, nowadays immunity is
I mean,
not rare. You're right.
It's not a. I mean, I guess like there's Scotty, but it's one time. Like if it's a situation where you're going to be smacked over and over with instant death, you don't have as many options actually.
I
No, I've seen
forgot how
people use
bad
it.
that Saber Wars CE was because it's 100 damage plus every
And it
turn.
stacks
up to
every
1200.
turn.
You have to last 12
you can
turns.
tell they really thought it's good because they made it a stacking effect, so it's not instantly the max value. Even if it was instantly the max value, it would still be trash. Like they clearly
What are
thought
they
it was
doing?
good.
Like,
yeah.
What the thought process here?
It's like Millennium
still
Golden.
think-
3
I mean,
or
I guess
something.
HPs were much lower at the time, but even then, it wouldn't have been that good. Like, what the hell?
I still think what's it called? Is it that one other Saber Wars CE, the one with Saber Lily?
Oh, it's the
which
free
is
one from
ramping
that.
up
Yeah, it's the welfare
MP
one.
damage.
Mm.
It's purely something, I think.
Purely
Purely
Lily,
Blue.
maybe, or something. Purely
Yeah,
Blue.
Purely
Purely
Blue.
Bloom, I think, maybe. That sounds correct.
Yeah, it's so funny because that's just like Heaven's Feel with added steps.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
it-
it's good because at that
because it
point, they didn't want
caps
any
at
welfare Cs
50%.
to be actually really good.
It caps at the same amount that you get from a gacha CE.
Yeah, that's the classic
Immediately.
of making the
But it
free
takes
C a
10
budget
turns.
version of the gacha Z. Nowadays, they at least give us
Yeah.
some good welfare Zs, so it's not the same anymore per se.
Nowadays, it's almost like the opposite. Like I feel like
Yeah,
gachas-
honestly,
good
a lot of the
gachas
gacha 5-star Zs are like, you have way
rare.
better options, even from the free
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
The only good CEs are the ones that they sneak into general pool. And even then, those are sometimes
Mm-hmm.
like limited use. It's just occasionally they put out Tsukumi Hara or something like that, and then you're like, oh, I have to roll 5 copies of this, and I hate it.
But yeah, bottom line is Helena stays at D, right? I like that we were
Yeah,
mostly
she's so
talking
bad.
about not Helen.
I don't.
Are you
Look,
making an argument here?
she's not particularly good, but like I do like that she charges the team a bit because like she has 20 AoE charge and then she has another 10 other MP.
But there's so much AoE battery, and I would
feel
never
like-
bring her for this.
I feel like she's still more usable than Atalanta.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because
I mean, no,
it's something, but you have so
I mean,
many
I can-
better options for this stuff nowadays.
I mean, I can see her in the same tier as Atalanta. Well, is she the
Yeah.
same tier as Atalanta?
That's where she is.
They were both
right now.
D tier.
Then yeah, I mean I mean, look, you can make her slightly higher to make her feel better, but
Nah, I think
That-
she
that's
stays.
about the
They
extent
both
of it.
stay there. All right.
Yeah, I'm not really committing hard here.
There was a low attempt.
Like
yeah.
no, ain't nobody wasting
I was-
breath defending her. But anyway,
I was throwing a nerd rope in a deep well.
True. Anyway, more 4 stars permanent. We covered her summer version last week. Now we have OG Tomoe. She did get a buff. Yes, she did. This is a new one. And this was a fairly recent one too, actually. It was the 2026 buff. So she has seen some changes. So before we had her second skill, some absorb for 3 turns, star generation for the team. Those remain the same, but now she gets a 30% battery and also 50% crit damage for 3 turns. So that's pretty cool. I do like this buff. I don't think it solves her issues, but it helps that getting her MP sometimes was a bit hard. And she had like all the absorb and even some star gen from the team, but she never really had any proper crit damage of her own. So her crits were kind of flat noodles. But now she can do a little bit more. So this was I think the effects at least make sense that what she got. I still think they should buff her more. Like the third skill could use more love. It's just not a very great defensive skill. But yeah, it's a quite nice buff, even if it's not like Ishtar level impactful. So it's cool. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, where do you have her? We had her on B flat. That was before the buff, yeah.
This is another buff that she really needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very simple buff. It's like just 2 very basic things, but it's really just the 2 things that she needed.
Yeah.
She already had her own survival. She already had her own NP upgrade with a decent damage steroids. She had a way of making stars, sorta.
Yeah,
And
kind.
now she can do something with them. So
Mm.
I don't think it's bad that she doesn't have a buster buff in her kit, because like her damage as is already good, and then on top of that,
Well,
there's so many supports that give you buster buffs. Also, technically, she does have a buster buff in her kit. She has like passive 2% or something.
Oh yeah, she has
I think it's
madness and
better
Asmini.
for buster
Yeah.
units to if they're gonna have
protect
buffs
2%.
to have MP damage and attack up. Just
Yeah.
because the most likely pairing is Koyan, and Koyan has no attack and is all buster, and so I think if you're gonna give buffs, give
Or Merlin, who also
MP
doesn't have
damage
MP
and-
damage.
yeah. So MP damage is the best one for buster, but then I'd say attack up is second best.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with her not having a buster buff.
And MP damage obviously scales well with Oberon if you're trying to min turn with single targets.
Well, I mean, or just like splashing her in.
Yeah,
Maybe
or
just
yeah, then
splashing
or
and
yeah, then
farming.
it's what true farming too. Yeah, I think it's good. Still could use a bit more, but it's a good reminder that she exists. B plus?
Yeah.
Question mark? A even?
I think she
B
should
plus?
move up a tier.
A full tier?
B
Yeah.
plus.
That's spicy.
Well, the only
Sure.
other single target we discussed over there right now is Tristan at A,
Oh,
who we kept
actually-
there. So how do you think she compares for him to him right now?
Honestly, if we're keeping like Fujino there, I think A at least A plus.
I don't know.
I
I
still-
think Tristan is better. Like,
I think she lacks an anti trait, right? Like when you're comparing her to other like high tier single targets, she's just missing that anti trait. Like I know her base damage is higher, so if she gets an anti trait, she's gonna suddenly become the best one, arguably, debatably. But right
Mhm.
now, I think she's kind of like lacking that. Probably on A. Yeah,
I'm kind of
Tristan doesn't have
vibing
an
B
anti trait, but
plus
Tristan is
personally.
different. Yeah, A or B
I
plus.
think
I
B
can.
plus.
That's sure. That's yeah.
Yeah, good buff. Actually, it's a quote unquote simple, boring, but it's what she needed. So now more, please. More welfares. We have a lot of 4 stars in a row here, but yeah, release order goes burr. So we have Santa Altera, if I can type her name, that is. There we go. Last year we had her on a very sad D+, and as far as I know, nothing really has changed, and she still looks pretty damn sad, especially among other Santas that have been way more exciting and better. She's in this weird spot always that she's like a single like a DPS, but a lot of her stuff is targeted, that she kind of almost wants to be like a support, but her supporting is not good enough to just justify bringing her as a support. Compared to like Nightingale Santa, who you can bring as a support, you can't really do the same with Santa Altera. It's just not enough stuff going on. Maybe if the third skill was targetable, maybe if the MP did something else. I don't know. She's just kind of a sad DPS that has an identity crisis. That's how I've always seen her in the last many years. when she was brand new, I think she was okay. Her MP had pretty high damage because of the free MP5 compared to a lot of the other options. But that was a long time ago as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's pretty damn weak.
Yeah, they need to make her second skill 3 turns and add some other effects to it. Otherwise,
yeah.
she's just like gonna be in this weird state for a while.
Yeah, these
like
being
forever.
one turn
It's-
at 30
she's
is
just
so...
like a. She's just like a shitty 30% charger. That's it. Like 1 turn buffs on top of that is just not really good enough nowadays.
She didn't even end up
Kishiogen-
being useful in Grand Archer.
Kishiogen
Yeah, I thought she would be.
mods her,
Didn't use
and
her.
Kishiogen is like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it just doesn't. You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah,
Kishiogen
nobody
is
talks
also
about
a better
Kishiogen.
DPS.
Yep, she's a better DPS. I don't know, man. This is. I don't know why they're so stingy with what they give her.
I think for some reason a lot of old servants just get forgotten. Some luckily do get remembered. We also already saw some examples, but some of them, I think they just gave up on them or something.
Yeah.
Just feels like that. Because there's always
gave
many
up on
upper, like
this
for a
character.
Santa, you can literally buff them on any Christmas. That would be the easiest shoehorn ever, but they just don't. Like there, and probably other options or opportunities to timings to buff them as well, but some of them are just left behind by time. If anything, D plus feels high. Maybe we should put her down to D. What do you think?
No,
is it
it's
fine? Because of the 30%er?
She's fine there.
The battery.
Because like she at least has like Pierce Envolum, I guess. It is also funny that her the overcharge buff has also gotten worse because it's so much more plentiful than it used to be. Because when she first got buffed, like overcharge buffs weren't as common, but then they gave it to Osakabehime, then they gave it to
Yeah, exactly. Stay tuned for later. Yeah, it's waiver as well. It's in so many common places.
Oh yeah, and
now.
waiver.
Yeah.
And everyone has like 2 stage, and she only has 1 stage for 1 servant.
Yeah.
Even the other shitty Santa servant that got a shitty buff, at least hers was AoE 1 stage instead of AoE like nothing, not AoE. I could have phrased that better.
Yeah, we'll just keep her in D plus. Surely next Christmas she's remembered. Probably not.
They'll remember her this time. Yeah, they'll remember when they remember to actually release, anything related to developer, I'm sure.
All right, more 4 stars. Go from welfare to limited. We have one of the more nice ones. We have Fujino. Last year we had her on A plus as one of the better 4-star archers in the whole tier
Same
list.
voice actress. as the
True,
previous
yeah,
one.
it's no Mami Konoto. That's funny. He was very busy that year. Yeah, Fujino is still good. I mean, she doesn't really do anything insane, but she just works. Like, she's very durable, she has cool utility. She can even hit some, rarely on, like, some anti-trade as well. She has ignore defense, high amount of buster up on a good uptime. She can spam MP decently well. Her gains are not terrible. Has sure hit as well for good measure. She's just kind of nice, Just got many nice things going for her. And even the MP base damage, it used to be really bad. It was like her weakest part. But after the buff, even the base damage, if you don't hit anti-trade, is not terrible. So it's actually still workable too. It's kind of like how they did with Hijikata. Like, if he's not low HP, he can still do some MP damage after he got his buff to that too. So it's no longer like a wet sponge of an MP necessarily, which is cool.
Yeah, it was interesting because it was like, oh, you're like, she doesn't have the best damage, but like she's super survivable, and then they upgrade her MP and give her an anti-trade, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
No, she's I
What
think
the fuck? I just got hit
she's
with an ad that's 3 minutes long. What the? Like, this is a feature film. Sorry.
No, that's unfortunate.
well, that's why you should subscribe.
True, chat, subscribe
Yeah, like,
right
comment,
now.
and subscribe.
Press the subscribe button. If you have Amazon Prime, you can
Smash that
subscribe
like
for free. True. Find the like button on Twitch. Let's go.
Sorry, my Prime sub goes to Fino every month.
That's fair.
he wants to anyway. Super large is super common on wave 2.
Mm.
Also, I do have 120 Fujino to reveal my bias. Fujino was like the first servant I grailed ever in this game.
Oh wow.
I'm not biased. I understand what I'm dealing with here. But no, I do think she is one of the still one of the better 4-stars, because like she does have good survivability and her damage is much better now. And her cooldowns are low, which means that like when you're using her with Vich, like her cooldowns are all 5.
Yeah,
with
it's really low. Yeah.
4. Sorry, with the pen 5, it's 4, and then with it's really easy to double stack her her stuff here and get like a 4,000 damage cut.
Yeah.
You're not taking damage with it.
It's really cool that it's 2k damage cut is high, but instead of it being like EMIYA Alter or something, like it's 3 hits, it's just full 3 turns. And 2k is so big that unless you get like a really fat critter on your face or your MP, you're not dying. You're not taking. You can even take 0 damage in many cases, especially if you're fighting good class affinity. It is a considerable chunk taken down from the incoming damage. So yeah, it's really solid. Like this demerit is like a cheap price to pay for that. If anything, it is. You don't even feel it.
Yeah, well, because she has like unusually high HP. Like for a 4-star stat line. Like,
yeah, the stats in general are
it's really high.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like it's really good. I like Fujino. I don't know. I think she stays where she is. I don't know if anyone wants to fight me on that.
I would
Also, she has
stick to
buff
A
block
plus
on
2.
MP.
Yeah, that's cool.
She definitely stays where she is.
Yeah.
Oh, the first instantly unanimous decision. There it is. Kind of talks about how solid she is. Oh, yo, there you go.
Let me refresh and get out of this ad.
Oh, I assumed that was funny. The ad tick is real. Yo, shout out to Mart. Oh, he sniped to the yo as well. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't gonna comment on any subs until the end, but hey, that's part of the bit. So yeah, there you go. Thank you. Okay. All right, Fujino, that was solid. Next up, we have Chiron. Another really solid 4-star among the archers. No new buffs as far as I know. Still the same, but still just solid. He's like Santa Altera done correct, whereas that he does have supporting capabilities, but he does it better, and he's a much more capable DPS himself too. The MP buff really was a game changer when it happened. It is still pretty old at this point, but it's very relevant. The fact that he removes defensive buffs before the MP hits, the damage upgrade in general, and it's now anti-earth, which is a very common attribute on enemies. It's just chef's kiss. Like, this is a really solid 4-star MP. It could be great on many 5-stars too, let's be real. So if anything, he's much more of a DPS now than a support, but it's cool that he still does have some stuff that he can provide for his teammates as well, especially if you run like a double DPS with himself included. And he has some survival too. And it's the one that has like defense with the evasion instead of like crit damage. Because while he can do some crits, he already has some crit damage here. I kind of like that he's more defensive on this skill. And his MP hits hard. His attack isn't super high, but anti-trade is great damage.
Very basic, but everything he has is good.
It's funny because like he is like quite good, but I think he's also like one of the most forgotten units. Because like I don't think anyone ever thinks about Chiron ever. Like
I use it all the time on my free to play actually, but that's my not so developed account.
I feel like it's like ever since his support utility kind of fell out of the meta, I suppose. That people kind of started to forget about him. But
then he got the MP buff and he says, wait, he can actually do DPS now properly.
But yeah, but his DPS is super good.
Huyanzhou is also
she is very quickly risen to number 1.
His red hair, even Zhang Yu is more popular than this guy.
She's kind of Huyanzhou is the most popular horse.
She's kind of an industry plan.
Yeah, that's why she got the.
Why she get a summer version?
Summer version.
Jesus. Yeah, dude. Looking at her, it's fucking crazy. Anyways, Um, but yeah,
Huyans. Anyway,
yes,
Chiron, yeah,
Mini
when
Joes.
his support fell off, people kind of forgot about him. But if you
he's still good.
if you
super
just
good.
use the skills on himself, and then you like support him, he's still really good himself as a damage dealer. So you know, I don't know. I don't have any complaints on him. Like he's the most like inoffensively good unit in I think amongst the archers.
I would personally keep him an A+, but I don't know about you guys. I think he's just really good.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
fine where he is, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah.
No reason to move him at all.
All right. Let's just stay there. Very cool. Back to 5 stars for a change. Permanent Napoleon. We did give him a pretty decent rating of just flat A last year, mostly because, well, his damage depends on if he like hits his anti-divine or not. He's got some stuff that's pretty cool, like getting the full turn of ignore defense on his MP. He has 3 turns of invul pierce on his 3rd skill. First 2 skills, you know, they could be definitely a lot better, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, high attack as well. Like, he's not hopeless at all, actually. It just depends on like what you're fighting. Like, do you need invul pierce? Are they divine? If not, you will probably pick someone else any day of the week. But if 1 or 2 of those are required, then he suddenly looks a fairly enticing option, honestly. But again, that's ifs.
He's always felt like a character that you look at him like, yeah, this guy has a 50% battery, and then you're like, wait a minute, no, he doesn't.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
He
unlike a
feels
lot
like
of
he
his
should have a
peers, he doesn't
50%.
have one. Yeah, he's 30%.
Maybe it's about time they buffed him. 'cause
Well,
I'm
I kind of
completely
don't want them
honest.
to buff this. Just like they could, instead of making this 50, just buff another one of these skills and give him like a 20% battery, like a split or something.
Yeah,
because these
buff,
2, like the second
oh,
skill
yeah.
sucks so much.
Oh,
It's
dude,
so
like,
bad.
His second skill.
It's so
like,
bad.
If you put like AoE 20 on his second skill and made that shit 3 turns,
Ooh.
Like
it
this
would be
is
a-
worse.
That's
This
a-
is worse
No.
than Voyager of the Storm, and that says a lot.
Yeah,
So-
which is a skill that is decreasing in quantity.
Yeah,
All its tactics is
Yeah,
is
Drake
still-
got
yeah.
Oh,
We'll
hers,
see. Yeah, the buff in like a couple of weeks as well. The first of many to come. But yeah, I can't believe
Eventually-
this skill still
eventually
exists like
Caesar will
this.
lose his tactics.
Here, make it party 20 charge, and then MP damage and star generation for 3 turns.
I mean, they
There,
could make
he's-
the MP damage
he's
3 turns. It's only
50, spread
20%.
20.
They could easily make it 3 turns for sure.
Yeah, like spread 20 for 3 turns is not uncommon. That's normal.
Honestly, that would make him a lot better. Like, and it wouldn't be that broken. It would actually feel really impactful. 50% battery total, party 20, the spread MP, the spread attack. I think he would actually be really good. As is, he's not hopeless, but now he's just kind of dependent on what you need. So he's not like the most generic DPS out there by any means.
Which is crazy because in terms of FGO's historical characters, assuming the guy has never, touched Fate, the Fate series, Napoleon has to be one of the most well-known names, period. Like,
Yeah, of all the
everyone
more
knows who he
modern
is.
servants, I mean, everyone knows Napoleon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most well-known like historical figures.
Mhm.
It's also cool that they didn't make him the shorty, like everybody says.
Oh,
Didn't make him
Fair
what?
enough.
The
short.
little shorty, because he's always like
Oh, yeah.
portrayed
Yeah.
as the little shorty.
yeah, he's actually pretty
Which is
tall.
weird historical inaccuracy that instead he gets to fire his rainbow beam at you, and
The slander is crazy.
Also, I find it funny that when they buffed his MP, I'm not saying it would have been a good thing gameplay-wise, but I find it funny that they didn't add like a rainbow effect on the MP, considering he fires a literal rainbow out of his cannon.
that'd be funny. Why didn't
Like
they?
it
Yeah,
should have
that
been,
would've
instead
been-
of being a rainbow buff, it should have been a rainbow like resistance down on the enemies or something, because he fires a rainbow.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah. It would have been funny.
I don't know
But
if anyone like
Mhm.
taste the rainbow. Do you get? Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
a
yeah.
slogan
Skittles?
used outside of the United States?
Was that M&Ms or what was that? I forgot. I
That's
forgot.
Skittles.
Skittles. Yeah, I
Taste
knew
the
it was one of
rainbow.
I knew the phrase, but I forgot which one it was. Okay.
I mean,
It's
like,
one of the
I guess
rainbow
like
candies. Yeah.
I guess to be fair, like M&M's kind of, but like
I mean,
M&Ms
they're
also-
colorful too,
like-
right? So why not?
You like to pretend like these M&Ms, the red
Yeah.
ones.
Wait,
cherry.
so how are
It's
Skittles
not-
different from M&Ms? Are they not chocolate inside?
Oh
No, they're not
no,
chocolate.
Okay.
They're like
Skittles
fruit
are
candy.
they're like
sweet
a
and
sour candy.
taffy, like what are ours? What is?
So they're like
it's a soft,
chewy instead
chewy
of like
middle.
harder than like M&Ms.
And they're not chocolate at all.
Okay, so yeah, they are
Um,
different then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're very different. Skittles I think are better. Than
I don't know if you can
M&Ms.
buy Skittles in Finland. You can definitely buy
M&Ms are
M&Ms,
literally
maybe in some
chocolate
special
mixed
stores.
too, in small bits.
Oh.
It's like
Maybe you have your
whatever.
own version of Skittles.
Yeah, probably. We have we have our own version of Oreos that is very beloved here too, from like the big
Oh,
one
well,
of the big
Oreos are a
companies.
ripoff. Did you know that Oreos are?
Oh,
just
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
ripoff
yeah,
of the-
yeah.
So
But
I'm not
dude,
surprised.
Like every single place you can get Oreos, there is an off-brand that's like at least 90% as good that costs less than half of it.
Classic.
Like,
Anyway,
you can go
the-
to like. Sorry,
Oh, sorry,
never
sorry.
mind.
it's fun.
Anyway.
It's fun. But yeah, do we
don't
keep him
get
an
me
A or B
started
plus?
on my snack talk here.
True. That
My
you
snack
should
talk's
do a
better
bit
than my
on
snack
you
talk.
should have like a full bit on this week's mobcast on snack talk.
snack
be
tier
funny.
list.
True. That'd be funny.
Does he go down though? Like,
Yeah,
is he,
he could be
everyone's been
B
asking
plus,
for.
honestly.
I feel like he's B plus.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah,
one
he
nice
has-
buff
he
away
wasn't
from
really-
being
He wasn't really affected by anything recent.
yeah.
So it's like I still like the super effective and all, but I'm not going to push for him to be.
Yeah, like B plus
left
is
there.
not bad. Just buff his second skill. It's so bad. Like, please. Surely this year. All right.
A lot of things
So
is surely this year.
more AoE archers, but not of the better
Oh,
kind.
Garbage.
We got the
Another-
Archer next. She was
another
flat
Surname
B
Grail.
last year, and yeah, nothing has changed for her either, sadly.
It really is just art slot.
Like, she has no face card presence for like damaging, and her farming is like, her MP damage is not high enough. It just doesn't do enough damage. It's like, I do like the overcharge, so you can stack the stars per turn, but again, she can't crit anyway. Kind of like, it's weak.
All of this to mimic half of Jason's power.
She's
Damn.
like
Wow.
impressively mid because like she's never
Mhm.
gotten a buff. Like, and like, yeah, when she
Yeah.
released, art slooping wasn't a thing, and so the fact that she could spam her NP with Black Grail was like
Yeah, they
shocking.
basically made like a kind of a 5-star Summer Mordred at the time. They were like, oh, this is really good and
Yeah.
exciting. And I can't believe she's not buffed yet. She's a Jeanne face. Like, how has she not received a
I
single
know.
buff? That's crazy.
Like-
She's so popular.
give her an upgraded and like because her skills are fine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
give her
Give
an
her,
upgrade
like,
MP.
give her
I
an
mean, it
upgraded
will be a
MP.
really big buff because, you know.
Yeah,
she
there's only
has
one
super
effect on the
strong
MP anyway. Like, it's lacking on that. I mean, it's not a bad effect per se, but again, it needs more, like more damage and some other cool effect or
Yeah.
two even on top.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, look, we have servants that use sharks to attack, and she uses sharks. So like, we can drag
Yeah.
that back up.
But is it
I
sharks
still
too, or is
stand
it just
by
like dolphins and what are those
It's
things called?
dolphins.
Dolphins, but
Oh,
wasn't
shark
there-
is in
but,
her
like,
story.
during the event-
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there was,
Oh
like, a
yeah, there is that shark
thing that, like-
NPC. What was his name again? I forgot. He has a name too.
Reese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reese,
Reese.
something. Yeah. It would have
Now,
been funny.
here-
Did she not have any interaction with Summer Cream?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I'm gonna have
That's
my
okay.
hot take here, though. I think her third ascension is the best one, and I like the design.
What? Okay, I don't agree with that. Freaking walking Christmas tree over here.
I think it's nice. I like it.
How do you
I
not say
think it
number
looks
2 is
think
the
you
best?
like
Behind
Twin Tails
Metatron, this
too
is the
much.
best
No.
looking John we have ever seen. The
No, no,
ponytail, the
no.
glasses, the one piece. I'm all about it, dude.
Look, it's
Oh my God.
I think Ascension 3 is really nice, and I'm apparently the only person who ever has had that opinion because
I believe it.
no one agrees with me.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, I like Metatron because it is drawn by Apox artists. Like, no hate against Takeuchi. I like Takeuchi art. Obviously, I like Olga and Mash, but it's just nice to see the.
Yeah,
the
Metatron
Apox
has
artists
gamer
actually
features. She
draw.
always wins no matter what. It's not even close. No bias, by the way.
Metatron second is actually the best Jeanne Ascension in the game.
Okay, now we can have a handshake, okay? I disagree with this one, but I much agree with that one. Okay. Anyway, yeah, nothing's really changed for her. We had her on B. What do you think now? Stays or what?
I think she stays.
Yeah, like she's not a train wreck, but just like needs more damage and stuff. Like it's just these days not enough.
Please buffer.
Spammable, but lacking. Okay. We skipped the low star. We have Hot Wheels Asvatthaman. Let's see if I can spell his name. I can't do that. You know what? Hey, I can just copy it. Oh my god. Wow. Genius. Techniques. There we go. Anyway, yeah, this guy. We talked about him previously with Summer, Anne, and Mary. He's basically the better version of them. He has a better multiplier in his MP. He also removes defensive buffs, albeit it is after damage, but still cool utility to have. He can crit. He can do defense downs. He has protection. He has a battery. He has really good passives for a 4-star, better than a lot of 5-stars. And his attack is high. Like, he's good. And honestly, you can even bring Summer Scotty with him if you want. You might not, but his deck is fine for that too. Because of the double art, double quick, double buster gameplay as well. So he has more options too for supports. He's just solid, right? Yeah. Like, still, nothing's really changed, but I don't think he's worse either, to be honest.
Yeah, my first thought was like, I don't know, when I use him, I feel like he dies too easily, but he kind of wants to get low HP, so I guess that's not really a problem.
You can get chunked into an invul and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah.
And he can stack up to minus 60% defense down pretty easily. Close to crit cap. Or
I mean,
crit
with if you're using it with Vich, I think it's really easy to defense down cap because you can double stack, that debuff double stack.
Yeah, you can stack like, this. Yeah.
On turn 2, you can have that twice, and like, you know, now it is 3 attacks 5 turns, so like you have to get the buster cards, so like it's hard to get to 100, but like it's possible with Vich and double stacking it. I do wish it wasn't. My one complaint is that the buff attack is 3 times 5 turns for some reason. Like I feel like nowadays a servant wouldn't have the 3 attacks 5 turns restriction on that.
Yeah, right? At least not especially when it's 30%.
The only other character that has a weird like turn time combo is Gorgon, right? Her attack up is something 2 times 5. I don't remember.
Yeah,
anyways.
I'm just not a big fan of attack based hits, to be honest. But you know, I think that's
I think it's fine on the defense down, but this could have been avoided for sure. They probably just wanted to keep them similar like that, like 2 sides of the same coin or something.
Because like this requires his quick cards, right? Where like Melt has the same effect. It's only 15%, but it's every card. And so like, you know, it's easier to get, and like that's every card for like 3 turns. I don't know. It's just like they could have made it like.
Yeah, since you ideally want to press buster over quick anyway, so they definitely could have made it so like flat turns for the quick thingy.
I mean, to be fair, like 30% for each. That's a larger number than you see from most on hit effects. You usually see like 10% or 20%. In Melt's case, it's 15%. But like with this, okay, you use 2 quick cards and you have 60% crit, which is a pretty fat number. So
it's alright, yeah. But yeah, he was in A tier. I think he's minimum A for sure, but do we just keep him there?
I think he's still fine there.
He's probably close to A+, but maybe still A. Yeah. Let's keep him in A for now. Sure. Okay. Oh, here we go. We finally get to her. Osakabehime Summer. Oh, keyboard. There we go. Alright. So yeah, we mentioned her briefly earlier because of comparisons to Nobu, I guess. Hime Summer was placed into C tier. Now, with the Nobu change, she's currently in the same tier. Now we just want to figure out if we want to move her anywhere. But no buffs to her. Not really surprising, I guess, because I feel like she's a bit starting to be on the forgotten camp as well. Definitely not the worst servant of all time. She's not Summer Gareth tier either, but a bit wonky.
I think she's better than Anne Bonny for sure. Like,
I mean,
she has.
She has
like,
more
okay,
use
her-
cases for me. Yes,
You know,
I agree.
Her NP
The most
is
the-
Party Buster and Crit Up. It's not hard to use her MP multiple times in a row. She has the
You know,
taunt gimmick.
the-
She gives Party sure hit. She has.
I wish she had
you
a
know,
battery, though. I'm not gonna lie. She
The-
could really benefit
the
from
most
that.
shocking part of that statement, Rio, was the fact that you got her name perfectly right. No one knows what Anne Bonny's name is.
And Bonnie
No.
and Mary Reed.
Yeah, and Bonnie Mary.
What do you mean? I think Anne Bonny and
No,
Mary.
No, people call.
I do say
they
Murray
make
Reed
up
for
the name,
no
or they just
reason,
say
though. So.
they say the Yuri Pirates or something because they can't remember.
Oh.
I think most people do know their
Yeah,
names,
like,
but
even
saying
I
two
don't-
full names is
sometimes-
kind of daunting.
Even sometimes I'll say Mary Anning instead of Mary Reed because it's Mary and Anne.
Yeah, it's funny.
But no,
we have
I think
we have Olga Marie, we have Marie Antoinette, we have Mary Reed, and Mary Anning. It's like, how many do we need, bro? Like,
Mary
it's
A lot of
Olga,
Mary.
yeah.
Damn.
yeah.
two of each.
But yeah, no, I think Osakabehime Archer is definitely better than them. I think that she is a little underrated because she has that triple arts deck, but buffs, like she has arts buff in her kit. She has ramping crit and buster damage for the team, when she's using her MP. She has the taunt gimmick.
I will also say I can definitely see, like, if you're focusing on her MP, trying to stack the thing, I can definitely see, like, Omi helping a little bit with her gains instead of Koyan Light, because I don't think she actually gets a lot of value out of Koyan Light, right? Her deck is mainly arts, and then so she can't really use the second skill, and her, like, skill cooldown's not that important. So, like, not in the farming sense, but for challenge quests, I actually think Omi might be a better fit for her than Koyan Light. I can see a lot of this working out. Obviously, as a DPS, she's still pretty bad, and nobody remembers
Yeah,
her.
you would bring
until
her with another
inevitably-
DPS if you would bring her. She would never solo.
Inevitably, the Genius NA localization team will make her say 6-7 in one of the most recent events, and then people remember her again.
What-
But that's just
Wasn't there just something recently where she was used for like ignore evasion? Was that Grand Archer that we needed to evade or sure hit to get a
don't
damage
remember.
bonus, or what was that?
I don't remember.
I don't think you needed that in
Yeah.
Grand Archer, but I remember.
What
Yeah,
was it that needed ignore evasion?
I don't remember actually. Was there anything?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Was it a
Yeah,
CQ?
Am I
maybe? don't
misremembering?
know. Yeah.
It could be Grand Archer's, like, the closing fight, not the farming. Like, it could be the closing.
Oh, you mean
fight.
the
I
one
don't
time the boss
remember
battle? Okay.
Yeah. Because I used Durga, so maybe I just popped the Invul Pierce.
I don't
so
remember it
maybe
honestly.
Yeah.
Did you only do
I
it
don't
once?
remember either.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest, I don't remember either.
Anyway, the point is, I think she's better than.
So you think she should be
Then-
like minimum C plus, maybe even B tier? Ooh.
Well, I think you could put her C plus and move the.
C+.
I could maybe see her move
Pirates
up to C
down.
plus and move.
No, I don't know why you're pushing. Really?
But I think she's better than the
I don't know.
Pirates.
I'm
Ah,
fine
she-
with
well-
moving her up, but I don't want to move the Pirates down.
Yeah, like she can
Okay.
be better than her within a tier. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's fine.
Again, the taunt gimmick is so difficult to pull off because here's the thing with the taunt. How that works is if you know the boss is scripted to taunt on a later turn, then
yeah.
it works because you can preemptively taunt someone. Then
Yeah,
the boss will be
it's
like,
definitely
okay,
a thing
next
you
turn,
need to prepare for.
It doesn't happen a lot. Like, it
Yeah.
really doesn't happen a lot. It has happened for min turns exactly twice, I believe. Once during the
The foot
the
event.
yes, the foot event, the Medusa Saber event challenge quest, and the other time is the Super Recollection quest for LB4's Fantasy Tree. that like that's it. Like you literally don't have a lot of gimmicks that works with that. But again, anyways, sorry.
I've just seen, I've seen more than a couple runs of Osakabehime Archer doing challenge quests pretty handily. So
I mean,
I
as
don't know. I'm
DPS,
just
I think I'm
DPS.
okay with
Well,
the C
this
plus on both
yeah,
like this.
yeah.
Sure,
There's
yeah.
that one Osakabehime guy. I will say
Yeah, there's one guy
Osakabehime
who-
is definitely a more popular character than Anna Marie. Mary, fuck. Anna Mary.
Fair
Because
enough.
like she's
Is it
funny.
Mary Anning?
Yeah,
She's
I
anime.
when they first printed her on NA with the assassin version, I hated it. I was like, what are they doing? But I don't know. Maybe it's Stockholm syndrome. I'm like, it's kind of funny now. I don't know. It's I don't.
No,
mind it.
I still like. I'm like, oh
I've
no.
come around. I
She's
admit,
gonna
I've come around.
The next event, she's gonna be talking about 6-7 and her cortisol.
Honestly, I will
spiking or something like
unironically
that.
find it funny anyway. Even if I don't get the meme, I will find it funny probably.
6,
It would be
7,
funny.
something Mog maxing.
Yeah.
She's mog maxing to spike your cortisol and
Yeah, fucking
what does it even
cortisol
mean?
levels.
Uh,
Oh my god, Otto is gone, dude.
Otto's like, I
is
can't
gone.
handle
he
this.
died from a brain rot,
He's gone, dude.
Otto died
Are
of
you guys
cringe.
Are you guys done?
Are you not able
This
to
is
handle?
it's so funny. I like the arguments will never make Otto leave. He's always like, yeah, even if people disagree, he's okay. But as soon as there's like Zoomer lingo, my man is out. That's the straw.
Fuck, man, I've seen chat say 6-7 so many times, and I've tolerated it, but like I can't.
Honestly,
can't do
you
this
get
with my
you. I
phone.
had to get used to it too. It's just a thing you have to get used to. Sadly.
Well, here's the thing: if you want to destroy it, you got to make fun of it and use it ironically, because then the kids are like, "Oh no, the old people
The
are using
unks
it."
are
And I say
using it.
old,
Oh,
you're
time
like,
to move
you're
into
like
the next
28,
game.
and you're like, "Oh,
no,
grandpa's
like
using it."
unironically, if you want to destroy it, you need the official White House account to tweet 6-7. Then it's actually killed. That's like
True.
a death sentence.
You know,
Or
the other
Elon
day,
Musk. He needs to tweet it.
Or
as well.
I feel like he definitely.
He probably
had
does,
probably
honestly.
tweeted 6-7.
Yeah, true.
He's
Yeah.
he's that
you know,
kind of guy, bro.
the other day, someone paid me enough money to buy a pack to roll during Smobcast. You know how
Hmm.
much he sent me?
No.
$67.
$67.
But you know what's funny? Was it even intentional? Because isn't that what it costs about for like if
That
you
is
convert
exactly
yen in
what it costs.
JP?
It's basically what it
Yeah.
costs.
So
yeah.
was it? It was just a coincidence, I assume, and it wasn't even like intentional.
No, it was probably
Unfortunately,
intentional.
Well, I
It
guess
was-
yeah,
Unfortunately-
true.
the whale
Oh.
of
It's
Peg
funny,
gotta
though.
pay 6-7.
Okay,
Oh,
not
God.
to point out the downfall of the Japanese economy, but I just looked and the yen is down like another another 2 cents stuff. So like before it was like 10,000 yen was like $65, and now it's $63.
Oh,
my God.
Well, it's time to whale. It's even cheaper now.
You know what's funny right now? I try not to comment about the music either, like the subs thing, because YouTube they won't even hear the music. But this happened again, and it's funny that it happens this time. Someone requested this stupid clown theme again from Circus Music as we're talking about this stuff. It's playing the clown
Yeah, my
music
favorite
right now.
game, Circus music.
Yeah,
It's Enter the Gladiators, I believe, right?
I like that you know what
Yeah.
it's called. I had no idea what it's called.
Yeah,
I just know
Yeah, it's
it,
Entry of the
yeah.
Gladiators.
That's
It
what it
is
is.
not
Why
a
are they
circus
clowns
song.
if they're
It-
gladiators?
It is well. See, it's one of those things like it's irony because it's a song that's meant to be like the warriors entering the arena, right? But people ironically used it for clowns, and now it's associated with
Oh.
clowns, and now it's clown music.
I see. All right. Anyway, that was Osakabehime talk. That was very enlightening. Very awesome. All right. Next up is Calamity Jane. Now that's a nice one. No changes to her, but definitely didn't really need any. Yeah, we had her on top tier EX last year. Maybe not because she's of her DPSing. She can DPS though, but man, were the buffs to her really, or the buff to the first kill already, like she was already pretty usable, but then we got this. Oh man, she's a very, like, she's such a standout, not just among 4 stars on Archer, but 4 stars in general. Like, man, the amount of stuff she can do is pretty crazy. Just crazy.
she's still invaluable because like
Mhm.
30 charge, to a target, evade, ignore invincible, star absorb. Like it's just the fact that like granting ignore invincible is such a strong effect, and the fact that she has the defense down, attack up. Like the only thing else you could do is give her like NP damage up to the person, but like at that point, why
Mhm.
not? Or why not?
And she can
Why not just make a
almost she can
Someone-
5-star
semi
version?
self-enable these stars for the third skill too. At least a little
Someone in
bit.
chat just
Lot-
someone in chat just said best cheerleader. How does it feel to be wrong?
Oh, are you talking about Summer
Ibuki?
Ibuki here? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I knew you
Yeah.
would say that of all people. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Otto.
Yeah. That's
But
what I
Jane is
thought.
nice too.
She's definitely the best. Like out of the 4-star supports, I still think she's the one that like has not been replaced in any way, and due to buffs has only gotten easier to use.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
adding that, guaranteed 10 stars, and then just a chance to get more stars makes it so much easier to hit 50 stars.
Nah, sure. On average, you
can-
will definitely hit at least one of these. Sure, like that. It's already 20
Yeah.
at that point.
And like the fact that her bomb CE is even useful for her because it's a 4-star 20-star bomb CE.
Mm,
Like it can come in handy. Like
yeah. And also, I guess there is a
Not.
small change as well. Her deck did get improved if you want to DPS with her, and you totally can. She is used mostly as a support, but her DPSing isn't bad either. And with the new support coming in, her deck looks a little bit better for that too. So that's a small change, I guess, worth mentioning. But yeah, it gives so much.
It's not like it's not something I see very often, but like when you look at it, like her kit, if you use it just on herself, is still good. Like
Mhm.
because like ignore invincibility, crit damage, charge, attack up, defense down. Like with Tiamat, I'm sure she can DPS fine. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, I guess she's just one of those characters where like everyone's like, "Hey, she's a support," and so they kind of just forget about her.
Yeah, but at least the supporting side is definitely the standout. I mean, I assume she's still top tier, like shouldn't change, right? It's just such a standout, not just on
Yeah.
archers, but in again all 4-stars in the game.
Yeah, it just has to like the only way she goes down is like, oh, there's a better like invul pierce giver, right?
Yeah, or
that
more
just
of them in
replaces-
general, or
takes her
whatever.
job. Yeah.
And the nice thing is that
So-
you only need MP1 of her as well, because most of the time
Yeah.
you bring her for supporting anyway. So just grab one copy, and that's a great thing to have on your account. Just great. Jane still very stonks. Okay. Oh, more welfares. And a little bit of a better one than the last one. That's Santa Nightingale. We rated her pretty high too, at A+, mostly because again, her supporting. No one really brings her too much for like DPSing or god forbid farming if you're crazy enough, but yeah, her supporting is still fine. She can remove buffs from enemies.
I don't think this is sorry, I just completely interrupted you for no reason.
Oh, I was just like doing a quick recap of the case. Like he can do attack, crit damage,
Yeah,
give the guts, this stuff. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I don't think this is a hot take. She's fallen off a little bit because there's more options for
I guess
buff
Olga
removal
Marie,
resistance.
right? Oh, buff removal. Oh, wait, no.
For buff,
also
buff removal
Olga Marie, yeah.
resistance, you have
Tiamat.
that one. You also have Omi, who just
Oh yeah,
was released.
Omi. Yeah.
And frankly, 2-hit invuln with the one-time debuff, not debuff, buff removal resistance is.
And we even had, I mean,
a
it
little
existed
bit-
last year too, but Daeon, like from last week's tier list, also is a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
just
definitely
something that's become less valuable.
Yeah.
It's still a good thing, but it's just like
sometimes you still need guts, but
higher
like
supply,
yeah.
lower price.
Yeah, like Omi, I would say is a big thing, because like another 4-star cost, single target buff removal giver that gives really good offensive buffs. It's almost like, and she gives battery. It's very similar. Like obviously there's sometimes you want guts, but Invol's probably better than guts most of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Omi definitely hurt her. I would say in terms of like her existence.
And
versus
also
her-
worth note, we haven't even mentioned it, but Omi is actually, well, she's not a welfare, she is permanent, which is very surprising.
Yeah.
Actually, you can actually get her outside of rate-ups too.
Yep. So as time goes on, eventually a lot of people are gonna have Omi. Like right now, maybe not. You know,
Mhm.
not everybody really.
I
pulls for
actually
that
did
banner.
pull her when I hit pity for Demeter randomly from the Valentine's
Oh
banner.
well, I don't know. If
Oh
that's
wait,
a
no, that
saving
was a
grace, to be honest.
Swapcast. Oh my god, that was when
Oh,
we
yeah,
did, yeah,
that's
that was
right.
Lionel's,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, yeah,
That
I
was my
remember that.
MP4 copy. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout
Yeah.
outs.
Now she is free though still, and she does
Mhm.
her support is still like good. So
Oh
like
yeah,
she's still like the option to go to for like
Yeah, and she still has the buff removal. Like sometimes the one buff removal, it really depends on the boss's buff sequence. Sometimes it does absolutely nothing, and sometimes it's like super good. Same with the cleanse. Like the problem.
yeah.
with
Sometimes
these
you
is
can
just
get a
the
nasty
sequence.
debuff as you enter the battle. This can
Yeah,
help with
like
that too.
the problem with these is literally just like the sequence affects it so much, right? Like
Mm.
like if the boss puts the invul last, awesome.
Yeah,
If
because it's
the
always the
boss puts
latest. Yeah.
like a crit up last, okay, who cares? You know, you could still care, but you
Mm.
know, like like a small buff, who cares, right? Same with like debuffs. They can curse at the last as your last debuff, and then you're suddenly like, okay, I don't care anymore. But yeah, she's still good. I definitely see like like a new player joining, right? And then he's like fighting a boss where you need buff more resist, and then they would just go to the evocation shop and then grab one copy of her and then solve the boss fight. Actually,
Yeah.
this is again why I
The
love
one,
evocation so much.
the one
Um,
problem with that though is it scales with level, so you can't just throw her in
ah,
with like
just
I'm just
yeah,
gambling. You're
yeah,
playing
just
against
yeah,
me.
coin flip.
just
Yeah, dude,
yeah,
gambling. I love gambling.
roll a dice.
I would probably say still A tier. Maybe bump her down just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I think A is
fine.
fine.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
still useful. It's just
Mhm.
she's less unique.
Yeah. Still
Probably
nice to
the
have.
only one that's affected by someone from another class,
Possibly.
which is interesting. Yeah.
Alright. Not bad though. Definitely still looks way better than Santa Altera. Alright, back to 5 stars. We got the Super Chad. Well, I'm always a defender of this guy. You guys probably already know because you've done this several times, but yeah, or a Grand Archer nowadays. Not the, but a. So yeah, he's a thing, and his MP is still arguably the best self-buffing damage buff MP there is, unless you want to count Van Gogh, which fair enough, maybe that. But yeah, it's still very good. Now, granted, yes, he doesn't have a damaging MP. His solo is non-existent almost, but I still think he's a very good DPS. He can hit really hard. Very hard.
and
And
the
with card
debuff
manipulation, it
immune-
becomes even better.
Yeah, like Hakuno, right? Definitely someone that helps with his gameplay. I quite like him. I don't know if we're bumping him down half a tier, but because like we definitely have some strong contenders in EX tier this year. But
Mhm.
it's really just competition. It's not like he got any worse, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's not
definitely
like he
not.
fell off. There really isn't anyone who came out that realistically sort of took his place in any way. So, and then like the infinite invul pierce, like I guess in a way you can argue maybe like invul pierce command codes like makes it kind of like whatever, but it's still good.
Like he basically has 100% uptime on it if you play him properly, which is really nice.
Yeah. His immune.
Same with the debuff
and his,
immune.
I was about to say, well, okay, but command codes don't affect the NP, but his NP doesn't do damage. Right?
Yeah, true.
So it'd be the same
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. You can get 3 invul pierce. Like I think maybe that when the day you can get 5 invul pierce codes because they are still actually given out very sparingly. I think you can only have 3 invul pierce codes.
I think so.
Hey, and
So
he
having
basically has
every
3
card
cards.
is Well, I mean, he has his arts and quick cards, you know, when he
Yeah,
wants
but those
spend
don't need to hit
MP.
to get his gains. These only need to hit this
Oh, you're
buster.
right.
Although, honestly, his arts and quick can do quick damage because of the way the third skill works. So if you actually, like, if you do BBQ, the Q can actually crit really hard because of the way this works. Because again, it procs the crit damage before you attack with buster cards. So that's why you don't want to do like QBB. You want to do BBQ. It's way more damage that way.
And if you do BBQ, I would prefer mine medium rare.
Wow.
I don't think that's how. I don't.
You're making me
barbecue ever
hungry,
medium
Otto.
rare?
I don't know. I mean, I think my sister-in-law is good enough of that shit that she could do it. So
Yeah, shout out to
trust
Barbie.
her.
Oh, when I think of barbecue, I think of like pulled pork, which I don't believe you eat medium rare. I believe you cook
Oh,
that.
please do not
I mean, you
eat
can-
pork like rare.
I mean,
Yes,
also
no.
like stuff like ribs, you gotta go all the way. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe
I
you
mean,
gotta cook that
it's
stuff
like-
all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Have you
people
heard
do,
horror
like,
stories of like tapeworms,
grilled
pork
steak.
tapeworms?
Ugh.
I don't think steak is barbecue. Anyway, that's a
I mean,
tangent.
you can barbecue it. It's just like not the normal thing because steak is like
Yeah.
it's the bougie shit. So
Me when I put the super expensive wagyu steak on the wagyu beef steak on the
on the
Throw it on the
crusty
Barbie,
ass,
lads.
crustiest
I haven't cleaned this barbecue in
Drink on the
17
Barbie.
years. It's got a fine coating of something on it.
Mm.
No,
Anyway,
you see the grill marks. It's just slightly burnt. Okay, it's not charcoal rubbing off of the grill.
Do you remember that? Have you seen those? I think it's TikToks of the dude who has like those meats that look like they're burned, and then there's this reaction of the kid watching it, and then the dude goes like, "Are they burned? Did I drop it in dirt? No, grow up." And then the kid turns into like
Oh, yeah,
a
it becomes
grandma.
old.
It's so
Yes, I've
funny.
seen it.
It's like, I don't know.
I've
It looks
not
it
seen
looks
that,
pretty
no.
good. Is it burnt? And then he's like, "Grow up," and then he
Grow
turns
up.
into an old woman.
Oh yeah,
It's so funny.
So,
I
somebody
don't
should do that with
that
young
pepper
Moriarty
off,
and
man.
old Moriarty.
Anyway, Super Ryan. I would preferably keep him in EX myself, but I might be biased because I do have a good copy of him as well. But like, if you guys unanimously think he should be an A+, I'm willing to slide. But
I
Yeah.
think he should be A+.
I think
but,
he should be an
a
A+.
high A+. Okay.
like, I'm not mad if you want to do
Because,
that.
Because like he's interesting and he's got a fun gimmick, but I think his use cases are just a little limited nowadays.
All right, let's do it. A+.
I don't think that it's limited use. I think it's just none of us have a real reason to use them. I guess like maybe I would because I don't have any like.
I do
have
because
one
I like
real
him.
love and it's a 3-star that no one cares about.
Mhm. But yeah, he's still very solid. Okay. Oh, 5-star tab again. Got the Sei Shounagon, the OG variant. 5-star Archer limited.
Nice.
We had her in flat B next to Jarcher last time. She had one new buff maybe last year, but definitely not new at this point.
No,
They had
new in NA. NA got it this year.
Yeah. So she has now like a secondary battery and also a bit of crit damage. Her looping is still really tight and awkward, and I still don't like her MP at all. Having 3 separate power mods is so weird. And that one of them is basically useless anyway, the Shadow Servant one. Rarely does that even come into play. Neutral
Oh, no, it's terrible.
neutral alignment and man attribute can stack though, luckily. But man, it's like, why is it only like niches on the MP? I don't like that. I just don't like that. Like if you don't
For the
hit
record,
enough stuff,
I have her
it's
at
just-
120,
Mhm.
and for the record,
And-
she's hot garbage. But
I feel like
But
I'm
she's
the only
my
one of the
garbage.
3 of us that actually likes the Servant They Grail.
no, I
like
look,
all my servants,
I
dude.
love Sei.
No, it's like gameplay
But
wise.
she's
Yeah, you're not one of the
garbage.
3 of us though.
See,
Mhm.
it makes them more endearing when I make fun of them, like Koyanskaya.
Yeah, look, she may be garbage, but she's the garbage I'm gonna forcibly use whenever I can.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, like Sei does have some interesting things, but like I don't think she's on the same level as the ones above her. Oh,
I think we're gonna
is
get
she?
another Archer
Actually,
soon that I think is
feel-
better with similar.
What's the list look like? Can I see the list again?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Let me look at this.
I think most of them have already been moved, but many are still like the same as last year that may or may not move as well.
He glazes Tonalika. Yeah, but like our dislike of how much he glazes it counteracts it. And she
It's
goes
plus
to a
minus
neutral
zero.
state. It's like mixing a base with an acid, and then it just becomes.
I really do think Sei is better than Jarcher by quite a bit, but I don't know if that's like a problem with Jarcher being too high, or like, like I don't know. I get good use out of Sei, like, but yeah, Sei really needs an upgrade.
Sei is
I want
like
her
one of the
MP.
reasons why I wish Omi had Rainbow, because she could totally
That
like
would fix Sei. If Omi was
Oh.
Rainbow, Sei would actually be like super like useful, I think. Because Sei already has like 10%
she has
per
70
turn, and if it was
She technically has 70 battery on her own, and then like
A lot of
Yeah.
flat charge, yeah. Quick
Yeah.
really appreciates flat charge the most as well. I don't know why they, of all the card types, they didn't give Omi quick buff, but
Also, I guess your deck
you
also got better. The obligatory mention. Since she has this deck too.
See, you know what? Maybe they're like, I don't think we should give quick arts any more buffers, you know, because of that one thing. But
Oh yeah, she can use it. See, I have her 120 on NA, so I haven't used her with Summer Tiamat yet. Maybe that'll change when I get Summer Tiamat with Sei. Maybe my opinions
It
will
might honestly be a
change,
pretty
'cause I
good
haven't
combo for
experienced that.
DPSing actually. She could add a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
she would want. I mean, I think we could potentially move her into B+.
I think she is better than like I think Sei is like she's like she was hard to farm with, but then when they gave her the split battery, like I think she does fine. Like I don't have problems farming with her when I want to use her, like in events. Like obviously you're not using Black Grail, but like you know if it's an event with a 50C, she does fine. Like I don't know, is she as like I would rather use her over like Tutankhamun. That's for well, Tutankhamun I have other issues with, but like
I think
the problem is in B plus. I don't think that there's any like equivalence in like usage, but like yeah, I think B plus is.
I think it's fine, honestly. Sure. Or making an F slowly or something, I don't know.
Nice.
Or it's a dude who's T-posing. You see it? Like from the side?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
kind of what it is. With one foot longer than the other and one arm
like,
shorter.
What's the name of the younger brother from Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
I don't even know what that is.
It's kind of like that.
Man,
Otto's seen faces again, and which means his mental
now
illness is getting worse.
we're forcing him to go to therapy about this, but he refuses. Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm not crazy. Look at this.
Dude, that's another content idea for Smobcast. You should do one of those like psychological tests where you show a bunch of like shapes to Otto and say, tell me what you see. He's gonna describe every picture for like 10 minutes. He's gonna tell you like 40 different things he sees.
I would ace a Rorschach test. Just
oh yeah, that's what it's called. I forgot the name. Yeah, I'm glad you knew what I meant though. Yeah,
Rorschach test.
You should do that. I'm sure it would be funny. All right. Illya Summer is next. So kind of similar to Sei actually. Both AoE quicks that can a bit farm, crit, DPS, but she is basically the 4-star version of her at the same time. It really feels like that. But I don't think she's terrible by any means. I actually use her on my free-to-play account because I did happen to get her from that event. Kind of rarely though nowadays as well. Yeah.
She could benefit though from getting.
Oh yeah, we had her on beats here, by the way. Illya.
I feel like she's kind of underrated by a lot of people. I think B is fine for her.
Yeah, the crits are not
Uh,
bad, honestly.
Yeah, the crits are nice. She has like sure hit and like her NP spam is pretty good.
They should have made the battery 50%, but like, oh well, because like
Ooh.
the other, the Kuro has 50%. Why does she not get? And then
Mew has-
heaven forbid,
and Mew
Summer
has a
Mew has like
million.
5 billion charge. Like, it's like, come on. Why does
Does it
Illya
with
get?
like more layers of the Illya trait? I forgot.
Yes, for every
yeah,
instance
so
of Illya
if
trait.
you
So
use
if you
her
have
with
2
this
Summer
one-
Mews, you have like what is it, like 12 instances. So it's like 150% or more charge. I don't know. It's stupid. It's funny.
car insurance.
No, it's regal shower, not legal shower.
Have you heard of those illegal
Legal.
showers? They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot about them in the news as of late. Yes.
And maybe taking place on an island. Yeah.
What?
Oh no.
You know what? That actually doesn't narrow it down, I guess.
You know how little that
Let's
narrows it
move
down.
on. Let's move on.
Yeah. Do we just keep her in beats here? I think it's just fine.
I think she stays the same.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, we had this funny thing in beats here. It was like the brother and then the little
Oh,
sisters.
yeah, the family stays together.
Yeah. True. It's funny.
And they stay together another year.
Yeah. All right, now we get the new one, or newer one. Still obviously not new at this point, but Tristan 2.0. And the MP buff was already there last year, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, last year we had her on... actually, what is it there? Yeah, because we had her on EX. Okay, definitely was there then. Okay, so she was placed top tier last year among 4-star archers. But yeah, the MP buff really, it's pretty big. Adding a... damage boost based on curse on enemy. It's pretty good, on top of the damage boost that you get from the buff alone. No biggie. Not to mention she can easily stack it herself too. That's pretty cool. Command codes and all. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mentioned it earlier. Don't trust Plushie when he says that she's not good, because he's trying to use her without Black Grail in Grand Archer.
Okay, no. Okay,
Well,
I
not
have, like,
just without Black
complaint.
Grail, but with like a C that boosts damage.
Okay. I only have one complaint. Is her super effective is really slow. It accumulates really slowly because she herself doesn't have a skill that gives curse, so it's completely reliant on command codes. And if the enemy has like some form of debuff resistance, it's very easy to like if you do like a 3-card attack, you're not gonna get 3 stacks sometimes. So that's my only complaint. I'm not saying she's not good, but she's not like
she's also
not like Kama.
She's really
Yeah,
good
if
with
only she
Doman as
had
well, right? Because of Chaotic Evil and Curse.
If only she had an archer friend that could apply debuff resistance down.
Wait, who?
Funny how that works.
The other Tristan.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
It is on his MP for what it's worth, but it's still an interesting synergy, yeah.
It's also, you can also like miss that on top of it.
Yeah, you can. It's 100% base to land it.
It's just like, I guess it would just be like Semiramis's where
I think they should do what they do with Karna's first skill, that every debuff resist down should have like a 100% chance to land it. Like, that's the whole point, right? To make other debuffs land better. Why can those whiff too? It's stupid. I can, if you have
just
debuff immune, sure, make it immune. That's fine. But those should not be resistible, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think
it's
there's
so
only like
dumb.
3 servants that do that. It's Summer Murasaki, it's Karna. Why Karna of all people?
Lore, I guess.
I forgot who the other one is.
Yeah,
but,
I don't, he's always the one I remember from the top of my head.
Doesn't have it. Kiara doesn't have it. Yeah.
Ozurdrop kind of inverts that by giving herself debuff success rate up before applying.
Yeah, but she
debuffs
doesn't help
every
the
time.
team doing that. So
yeah, but she helps the team with her debuffs. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, she doesn't help them with their debuffs.
Yeah, their debuffs don't matter. I'm using Ozurdrop. Anyway,
see, if we're talking about Ozurdrop, it's fine. We're using her against an archer, so she is on this tier list as well.
Oh, true. She can turn into
Kazu drops an
Just
archer.
put Kazu drop.
Oh
in
yeah,
every
on that
tier
note,
list,
actually,
she
I didn't
changes
mention it, but this
those.
reminded me.
Concept drop.
Musashi is no longer on the 5-star side, by the way. We had her.
Oh,
as kind of as
yeah,
a funny
okay,
the
thing
joke
there,
is
yeah.
dead.
We
The
just
joke
cover
is
her on
dead.
Berserker.
Joke is
Yeah,
dead.
it was kind of a funny
Yeah, because
thing.
otherwise
to
you'd
do.
have to put Kazu drop in everyone.
Yeah, and that
Like, she's
too.
standing,
Yeah,
look, when fighting
and maybe
archers,
was
she's
it
an
CL on
archer.
Saber as well and whatnot. Like it's just yeah.
Oh yes, CL has the 1.5 times against Saber.
Yeah,
She's
so
also
at
an
this point, it's not
archer.
even the most unique thing, but we'll still obviously like it's a good thing for Musashi having that anti-saber stuff. Like it's still good, but we're just not gonna put it on the tier list right now. Okay.
I don't know. I think as far as like 4 stars go, she is still the best 4-star archer. Like damage-wise.
her and Jane, probably. I think they should probably be still top tier both.
Yeah, I still think they should stay there.
Yeah.
Like because we're looking at 4 stars to 4, which is why I'm glad that the lists are separate because it's easier to say she's the best 4-star archer.
Yeah, because
like,
if you scroll to the
and so
top, it says FGO 4-star archer tier list. So now it's like, hey, it's 4 stars that are being tiered here. Wow. Clear.
Yeah. So also whoever did this has her granted.
Oh yeah, it's copy.
Ooh.
True. Although, can't you get this from somewhere, these portraits, and do it? But I assume maybe he just took the screenshot himself.
Yeah,
I don't know. You can probably get these from somewhere anywhere, from assets
or
and whatever.
Plushy's videos.
I think they are on the. I think if you go to gallery on the wiki, I think they are. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just grab them there.
Oh yeah, fandom has it. There you go.
Yeah. Wow. That's neat.
But yeah,
Now you
we'll
can
keep her
fake
top
too
tier.
when you
She's
post your images
still that
being
MP buff
grand.
is really good. More
Now you can
single
look
target
at
archers.
how they look in blue. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this one.
Ain.
Summer Anastasia, the better Summer Kuro, not Summer.
Or like OG Kuro, yeah.
The better Kuro from Summer.
Summer
Yeah.
Kuro.
She
No,
has
sorry,
living in 2038.
They've never buffed Summer Ana, but to be honest, she's already pretty good as is. Like her MP is super spammable. It actually does meaningful damage. Her crits can be okay too. They're nothing crazy though, but they can be okay. But it's mostly just about spamming that MP, and it just works. And her, I guess, again, to not sound like a broken record, but I will. Her deck also got a little bit better because of Summer Tiamat. We had her placed on flat A last year.
I don't like her card games. Like,
Okay,
like,
but if you pair her with
just
Summer
by
Tiamat, aren't they fine now?
I think the
Like,
arches
she
are
gets-
fine.
well,
The
yeah,
quicks
but
are pretty
it's
bad
not
though.
very-
Arches are fine.
It's
Well,
just
the
like
quicks will be
if
better
we're gonna
with Tiamat.
compare to Summer Kuro, then like
We're not
I
comparing
mean,
to Summer Kuro. We're comparing to original flavor Kuro. So and she's literally just the better version of Summer. No, the better version of Kuro. I gotta stop
the reason why I said Summer Kuro is because you keep fucking it up.
You're in his head now.
He knows my weakness. She's a
in his
better version
brain.
of Kuro, and that is like undeniable in my opinion. I think she's one of the better single target 4-star archers. I thought about grailing her.
I do have mine grailed on JP.
Things. She's good. Like I've used her at level 80 a couple times for things. And I have no complaints with her. Like
yeah, I use her quite a bit too. Still,
I feel like that's the NP5 talking there, sir. Because like when I use her on my alt,
yeah, it
like,
might be because I have an MP5.
I had
too.
to grail her to like get good damage out of her. Like,
I mean, yes, I have her
4-star,
but like
it's 4-star low NP level. That's always going to feel bad.
I feel like A is fine if
Yeah.
you don't have like a really good copy of her. I think it's pretty accurate. Like she's just good, but not like insane. Just a good single target archer. Like no real issues. She kind of has everything covered. Damage can be a bit low depending on your copy though.
yeah. I mean, like damage wise, like compared to like single target, like if you're comparing like single target, like the single target archers, like non-traitless, she's gonna do better than Chiron, when not hitting trait, and way better than Kuro. She does lose a little bit of damage wise to Barghest, but Barghest has MP gain issues.
Hey, Barghest? You mean Sith?
Not ignorable.
Oh, wait, you mean Summer Barghest? Oh, okay.
Yes,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, we haven't covered it, but yeah,
version.
we'll get to her in a second too. I think we'll leave her an A. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, another 4-star arts one, but now AoE. We got Zenobia. I think she was in A as well. Yes, okay. So she did have the buff last year as well. Not that it really matters at all because it's such a stupid buff. But yeah.
Did she have the bad buff yet? Because like that is the worst one.
The best part about this buff is that you get some quartz for doing it.
Yeah,
that's about it.
It's definitely like made alter level buff.
It's a buff of all time.
Why? Yeah, bad.
I mean, she's got otherwise like pretty good stuff. A lot of like buffs. She has got good MP uptime. She can even crit because she has crit ramp on her MP. King is kind of a rare trait, but you know, can happen sometimes. Party attack, crit res. Yeah, star synergy. Like she's got many good things going for her otherwise. Just pretty good. Just wish the buff was better because it really does. It's so hard to use it.
It's like Arts Canis, which is a very strange concept.
I can kind of see it, yeah.
Crit and stuff.
Yeah. I think Canis maybe has it a little bit better though on her side because he actually had a meaningful buff. But yeah, Zenobia is still good.
And Canis also has a deck that facilitates crits a little bit better. I mean, like, Quick Arts is better now, but like it's less valuable that you're spamming your own crit buffs in this case.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But to be honest, he doesn't really have any hard defense, so otherwise Tiamat can be nice too with the MP and whatnot. So not just for the crits necessarily.
Yeah.
Just
like I think she's fine. Like,
She's pretty solid.
I would probably just keep her in A as well, honestly.
She's good.
Mostly because the Tiamat thing, if anything, but yeah, even then. I think she's pretty good.
Plus, she wants to drop her into Oblivion, which, you know.
I'm not going to drop her.
I don't really see a reason to.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the insulting buff, like the buff was insulting because, like, if they gave her a good buff, she could have been like a 5-star replacement in some ways.
Yeah, they had potential for sure.
I mean, look at this list. She's already replacing one of them. Well, I guess it wouldn't be this list. It would be the other list. But, you know.
Okay, well, she's. I think people do find her better than Jarcher. Like,
at least she can crit, which is nice.
Like damage-wise, actually, on the MP damage list, where is she compared to Jarcher? Actually,
oh yeah.
On the
farming list. I forgot. She is super effective. Yeah, against King. Which isn't
even trade lists, it's pretty comparable. Only wave 3 is the noticeable difference, but even then it's not massive.
Yeah, actually they're surprisingly close. Like she's just like I feel like if you grail her, she'll be better. Like if level for level, if you do that, they'll be better.
Yeah, that usually happens when you grail a servant.
No, I mean like if you put them level to level, like you know what I mean.
Like matching their 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might be better than Summer John in many cases. Yeah, we'll keep her in A for now. Alright, moving to another 5-star. We got Tametomo. I really like this guy. We had him in B+ last year, and man, I still think some people say it would be too much, but I really think they should give him an MP buff, and then he could actually be so solid. Like, he's usable, I do use him, but he's a bit slow at times. And again, if you don't have buffs uptime, his MP does like negative damage. You really do need buffs uptime or hit the anti-trait on it. But hey, the double combo of both the invul piercing, the ignore defense is nice. A lot of the times you won't get to activate the buster buff. It's only one turn anyway, but yeah, if you have his own uptime, the MP already can do some decent damage. And then, of course, supports. But man, I still think they should really give him an MP buff, especially considering basically all of his peers, all the other AoE 5-star buster archers, they already have MP buffs. He does not. In fact, he doesn't have any buffs of any kind. So, yeah. And I wish his first... I mean, it's a lot of buster, but it being 3 hits is also kind of annoying. On farming, it's kind of fine because you don't really care too much. But on bosses, it would be nice if it was more than 3 attacks.
I feel like just recently we talked about this guy and how cool his NP was and stuff. Am I going crazy? But like with you, what was the context of bringing him up? Because I feel like we've talked about this guy recently.
I think
Yeah,
I
think that
have a
was last
similar
year.
thought, but I don't remember.
Keep slipping.
No,
Maybe
no,
it was.
because I
I don't
remember
know.
looking up his NP animation. I just can't remember the context of like why it was cool.
I just like his MP animation because it's basically a Gundam X reference. It's really cool because they use the satellite cannon that like charges in from the moon and then he blasts. He does like the same thing. It's really cool.
I heard that
I
he has
do
a
think
lot of Gundam sound effects.
that they should upgrade like either his NP or his first skill to like not be 3 attacks, 3 turns.
Yeah. Like, it wouldn't change his farming if they touched the first skill, but it would make it a lot better for DPSing. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, I think.
I think he's
Yeah, if it's close.
okay. I think he's cooler than, he's general pool. So he has the unfortunate general pool debuff, which they give to, people for some reason.
I'm still surprised he has 0 buffs, which is really sad.
The weird thing is, like, he just doesn't have an NP upgrade. Like, if he had an NP upgrade, he'd be fine. But, like, also, if you want to give him an NP upgrade, you can't really change anything else because he has, like, 15 effects on it already.
They could add one line that's not like, maybe like a situational thing as well. Because it already has a lot of effects, like Otto said.
I don't know
what I would add to it.
Sugatani got an NP buff, and they added 4 changes to it, so...
True. They could add a star bomb. That'd be okay. I mean, I guess Ishtar already has that, but, I mean, it's not like it's the most unique effect of all time anyway.
How about this? Add in a effect on the MP that resets the counter on his first skill.
True! 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, let's do that. It would be really good if that was the case.
They could also do something with his 3rd skill, and they could make it so, like, maybe 1 turn lower cooldown, and then also when you activate it, you get a 5-turn NP damage buff that doesn't get consumed. That way, it ramps up faster and stuff.
So you get it 1 instantly, yeah.
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 It is.
Yeah, that is
quite slow.
thing,
Yeah,
the waiting. I mean, like after the first turn, it's fine because then you're 20% every turn. It's like a 5-turn buff, but like, yeah, there's a lot of small things they could do for this guy. Yep. But like, I think like 1 buff and he'll be much better. Like they just gotta not do a Zenobia buff.
He should have 3 buster cards, bro. He has so much charge to do.
But then they definitely have to buff the first skill if he has 3 buster. But yeah, his deck, I'm surprised he isn't triple buster, yeah.
I could also give his 3rd skill. It doesn't have charge per turn on it, does it?
It does. It's 10%.
Oh, it does?
For 5 turns, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a bit slow too, but yeah, it still is there, yeah.
Never noticed it. But yeah. Yeah, that's why I said he had so much charge. I don't know. Every now and then, like, you say something and it's like you forget why the thing you said is true, and then you like do the logic again and it's like, oh, I'm fucking stupid. Like I already thought of this.
Relatable. Anyway, we can probably leave him in B+, right? Like he's 1 good buff away from actually being really solid, depending on what they do with him, but yeah, still has many things going for him, but just a bit awkward in times, like 2 little buster hits, 2 little MP damage, stuff like that. Yeah, just keep him there. Okay. Next up, 5-star streak continues. We got Takasugi. He's kind of comparable to Sei, because they both AoE quick. He doesn't loop as well as Sei does. Not that Sei does it amazingly well either, but he has crits too. We praised him pretty high at A+ last year.
I don't think they have that much overlap, honestly, because like his is like he's more of a just pure offense kind of guy, whereas Sei has like a lot of like
just conditionals
has,
and whatnot,
defensive stuff and like some team support and stuff. But he's just like raw offense, low utility. I mean, like he has some supportive utility, like with the
first skill and the cooldown.
And the cooldown reduction, yeah. He is a really solid DPS though. Like his damage potential is very high.
And his attack is really high too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He if he ever gets a buff,
he might be EX tier depending on what he gets if he gets a buff.
Yeah, he's good support, good, you know.
Yeah, I use him mostly as support, but like
oh wow,
he
really,
is good DPS on his own. My biggest complaint is I don't like his MP animation, but like that's
the MP animation is so cool. Like
I think a lot of people don't like it. Yeah,
it has the stickest startup, and then wow, robot. Like it's the startup is like so amazing.
Yeah, the lining up of the thing.
The first part with
they should they could have made an actual Kiheitai of like humans, but they decided to go with the robot angle, I guess.
Yeah, they could have had 2 animations. Yeah.
All right,
like,
let me gauge.
I do think like the first part of his MP is one of the coolest openings, and then the robot shows up, and I immediately stop caring.
Okay,
I don't know.
Here's how they should buff him. They take his third skill, and they add a buff to it where when the guts triggers, he gives the whole team 20% charge.
Oh, I see what
that sounds like Zenobia.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
And the sad thing is, it would be better for a very stupid reason in the fact that he's easier to get killed.
True.
So it's just arts is better. So
yeah, it would still at least be a little bit more usable, even if it wouldn't be great. Yeah. I mean, yeah, his effects, there's not that many of them, and they're kind of basic, but his numbers are good, right? Like, they're just good.
Well, I mean, party, quick buff, buster, overcharge, cooldown reduction.
Even overcharge is not bad for him, because even though the rainbow is 1 turn, the crit damage is 3 turns, so it's nice that all of these scale with it, too. Like, all of his MP effects are literally overcharge. There's not a single normal effect on it, besides damage. It's pretty good. He's underrated, if anything. He's popular as a character, especially among ladies, but gameplay-wise, he doesn't ever really get brought up too much, but he actually is a solid DPS.
He just didn't have the impact on NA that he had on JP.
Yeah, he was like one of the... he was maybe the #1 most requested NPC to be playable at the time.
They really wanted him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they waited like a year and a half. And
yeah, because it was like fall into Chaldea Boys of the Year from 2 years from that, so it's like a year and a half. Yeah,
they have been like de-NPCing a lot of servants.
They have,
year. Like holy shit! Like every event has been getting rid of an NPC basically. We're about.
Well, if they made a bunch of characters, they might as well use them.
That means the game is dying, right? They stopped designing new characters, right?
The game's dying. It only made 30 million this month. We're dead.
I mean, Mole was like a non-playable character by like, yeah, definitely. Just not one that had like a big presence in the story or anything. But you know, I mean, yeah.
So do we keep him in A+ or slide down to A? I think that's the other option. One of those.
He's fine where he is.
I could probably be okay with it, him being an A+ still.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But people need to know it's partially his damage, partially utility. So it's like, because he's
yes, because we know you like Tonalico. Yes.
No, it's more than just Tonalico. You're telling me that the Buster, Quick, Overcharge, and cooldown reduction is just Tonalico? Please.
Yeah, sure, bro.
He can have it this time, yeah. All right, yeah, sure. Next up, it's the one that was next to him. We get Durga slash Kali. Dude,
yeah.
my keyboard. I don't know what's wrong with my D key. Sometimes when I hit the D key, it like inputs it multiple times. I think it's broken or something.
You can just put a B there instead, and it'll just be Burga.
Can I have Burga?
Hey, Burga.
Anyway, yeah, she was
wish to
in.
consume
Hamburger.
Yeah, she was in A plus next to Takasugi. I think Plushie probably has the best opinion of her as well. Nothing's really changed for her since last year either, right?
I don't know at this point, actually.
Well, I guess, yeah.
I mean, she's
from what I remember,
okay.
Plushie didn't have the nicest things to say about her, but...
I think he's on the other side of the... I
mean,
almost want to say bell curve, but that sounds so much more mean than I mean it.
I mean, she's
No.
okay. Like, you know, comfortable to
close my
use to anti.
I must have closed the sheet at some point.
I don't know. She's okay. She's an arch looper. Like
She's
like
better than Summer Jeanne at arts looping.
I don't know what to say. It's just an arch looper with like 2 anti traits and like one turn, like what annoying part, one turn of Pierce. That's about it. She's okay. Like I had her granded, even though I swapped. I didn't even do better with Baobhan Sith as grand compared to her that much better, honestly. She's okay.
They probably could have kept her or made her Invo Pierce 3 turns, right? Like Chad is saying. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, she's probably A. Like
I do think she
half
should
the
go
trio.
down.
Yeah, she's probably A. I just think A. Like it's just another arch looper. Like I don't know what to say. Like they're all so same-ish. Yeah. They could give her a buff if they like her enough, though. So,
she's got like the semi-Sei thing going on as well, where she has like 2 different anti-things in her MP. At least she has the defense down, though. That always kind of works, unless they're obviously debuff immune or something. And these can also coexist, because one is attribute, one is traits.
I mean, her deck's not that bad anymore. Again, broken record, but whatever.
It's going to be like on every list, but it is a relevant comment, so we kind of have to mention, because not everyone's even going to listen to the whole list. They might just listen to like 1 or 2 servants, so it's worth mentioning whenever, it's relevant thing.
Give her more crit damage and start. Again, I don't think anybody needs crit damage and start
Zenobia,
it's just
with anti-trait that is more... Wait, shit. She has anti-trait.
Yeah. So there's really nothing to complain about this character, honestly. Like I know I used to. I'm not the same man anymore, bro. I'm just whatever.
He's not as he's let go of his anger.
I'm over my anger about
FGO.
I have my anger in other games nowadays, so I don't have that much.
You really want to? Oh, that's right.
FGO Nirvana.
Now he plays FPSs to get mad.
Yeah.
Relatable. Do we move her down to A then?
Competitive game.
Yes.
Sure. I don't have that much to say about her personally. I never really use her. Alright. Ooh, back to 4 stars. Summer Barghest. Interesting case. One of those Swapperino MPs we have. We had her placed on B+, yes, last year. Her attack is pretty not great. She's got like this funny gimmick going on where she kind of wants to be paired with low stars. It's kind of weird and kind of limits her some options. You might not care about it anyway. You probably just want to bring better supports, but yeah, it is what it is. And then she can obviously change between AoE and single target on her MP. The effects stay the same. And it has some okay effects. The cleansing is kind of funny. That doesn't really matter as a demerit, but removing offensive buffs can be okay. Small damage boost with the overcharge. Sadly, it doesn't ramp up though.
Well, she's helped by Summer Tiamat.
True, again. Very true, yes.
Oh, God.
If anything, that's why she's the biggest change, because we get to talk about it on like so many servants.
I'm kind of glad she's an archer, so we don't have to like do this song and dance like, oh.
I mean, we will still mention her, but when the decks or whatever is relevant, but yeah, true.
Yeah.
The servant itself will be covered fully only one time.
Yeah, we can actually cover the game, cover the servant, like relatively early.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, before, I would say, like, oh, for low stars, you could take, like, Jufu and stuff, but, like, Omi's just a better Jufu, but Omi doesn't trigger this. Like, so it's like,
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
Um,
Fufu.
I don't know, like, I think
I've
Summer
never played
Barghest is
ZZ.
good and interesting, but, like, not, like
Maybe she needs a little bit more. I also
she
do
needs a buff.
believe.
Yeah.
I think the other two ally cooldown reduction is very interesting. Honestly, like it's still rare. Like even in today's standard, it's still rare, right? Like it's not, even though she doesn't reduce her own cooldown. It's like for the party, kind of, for two people.
I think this could have been a 6-turn cooldown since it doesn't remove or reduce our own cooldowns, this skill in particular.
Probably.
You know
but
what
it's
they
also
can
like
do?
a team invuln effectively in some cases.
Yeah, like a
so
one-turn
they-
invul and 7-turn cooldown is on the
Meanwhile,
worst end.
Merlin.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can increase the cooldown reduction to 2 turns, but then she has to sleep for
Wait.
But it doesn't affect her.
no.
But then she has to
Oh,
sleep
you were
for 2
doing a
turns
log.
later.
Okay, I'm still. Yeah, okay. That's funny.
They should
Lord
just buff her. They should just buff her NP. I think that they should make it so that if you but one buffer NP, two make it so that if you're in single target form, you get a MP gain up, like a massive boost before damage.
Do you think the
Like, 'cause
effect should
it's
be a bit
really
different?
bad.
Yeah.
Well, because hers is not a transformation like NP like the other ones. It
Mm.
is literally a trait change, which is weird. Because
Oh,
like
yeah.
technically, there's like
Honestly, another way to subtly buff her is to give her like super large something.
Yeah, it's weird that
a
she has the
purpose.
super large thing that doesn't really do anything. It's just a lore thing, kind of.
Yeah, you never fight anyone who's anti super large, really.
Yeah, they should
Like-
do a buff that, utilizes this.
Yeah.
Like, if you
weird.
said you wanted the single target MP to do more damage, well, again, it changes to single and applies the trait, so maybe they could do something like, oh, when you're super large, you get more damage or something, and then the single target MP would do more damage by proxy of that, basically. Like, there's a check for super large
I
that
think
does
she could use a
something.
buff.
Mm.
I don't think she's bad.
Yeah, no.
She's fun.
Just keep her in B+.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
She doesn't go up.
Okay. Alright, well, it's the last
It was
roll already.
never
Okay, you
rolled
can
to
really
go
tell
up.
this is a bit shorter than the Saber one, but this is a cool one. So we got the Ptolemaios or Ptolemy, whichever you want to use. Old man, young man, yeah, he's kind of everything.
Get your feet up.
We
and
had
ground.
him on A+. He's pretty versatile, but at the same time, sometimes his versatility is a bit hard to use because, again, you need to prepare which one you go into the battle with. Are you farming? Are you doing bosses? But he does have a lot in his kit, though. A lot of it is also AoE, which I really appreciate. And it's cool that his MP also it differs slightly with the ignore thing. Like, one is ignore defense, one is sure hit. I think he's just very solid. Like, he's not like top tier in anything necessarily, but he's just like a really good all-rounder. He doesn't even have like the anti-trait. He's just an all-rounder that's like pretty stacked, right?
Yeah. They still unfortunately, has that problem of like the buffs switching and stuff like that. And like to be able to utilize the skills multiple times, you have to change over.
Yeah.
Really, they really perfected this gimmick with Summer Shiki, I think. Because
it's just a permanent swap.
Yeah, it's just a permanent swap, and you can toggle it whenever you cast the skill again. So that's what I hope.
He's like the in between, which is funny because first we had Melusine, it's the one way, and then now we have this, which is like the in between, and then we have Summer Shiki, which is like the better version, the best version, the ideal version.
It's like them trying to figure stuff out, like when like in Lost Belt 7 you had like the proto Olga, and it was oh, this card locking thing with the AoE extra attack, and then like they've subtly adjusted things so in the future they feel better. And they definitely like take lessons from servant kits. You can tell. But yeah, I think he should go down one.
Ooh.
Just because, I don't think he's on the same, like he's an A+, but I don't think he's the same level as like Tesla and Gilgamesh.
I guess a lot of them did. 3 of them did come down from EX.
Yeah. So I think he should go down.
I do like him, and he's actually my Grand Archer as well, but I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to the idea of moving him down, maybe. He would be a high A, if anything, at that point.
Oh, yeah. See, the problem is he's definitely better than the other 3 down there, but he's not as good as the other ones up there, is the thing. And I'd rather have him be high A than A+ and have to have a footnote saying, but he's not as good as the rest of them.
I can probably slide him down. Unless, does Auto Plus, you have anything to add?
I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
I still think he's A+ material just because I think both forms are fun, but
I think the only
Both
awkward thing
forms
is
are
like what
good.
Rio was saying, that you have, if you want the buffs to get there, you have to change. And sometimes you'd rather have like a single attack or AOE otherwise you miss out on those buffs.
I really don't want to change the form with the Buster form. Like,
yeah.
Dude, if
he was quick arts, then we'd be fine. But then he would have been terrible the prior years.
But hey, now you can do the Omi thing as well, kind of, right?
That's actually true. Yeah, we kind of have a good support for every like overlapping dual.
Yeah, kind of like these dual card type thingies. We have Summer Scotty.
Omi is definitely
really
still
funny.
the weakest because she's 4-star only.
Yeah.
But,
You know what's really funny? If Omi had a quick buff, we would not even discuss the fact that she synergizes with like EMIYA and such.
Yeah, it would be just a Yui case again, I guess.
It's just it affects all 3 of them equally, so why even give preference?
True. I think I'll move him down for now. We'll see at the end again. Okay. Next up, the last 4-star. It's a welfare too, but definitely not from the worst end of things. It's Magoichi Saika. She was in A tier, I believe. Yeah, she was in flat A last year, and she has not been buffed a single time, like most welfares. But luckily for her, she's a fairly modern one, and she's actually one of the latest welfares on NA as well. For maybe people are interested in her as well. Yeah, she's just good. She's got like kind of everything almost. Maybe she's not like overloaded or like doesn't go crazy, but she has like everything covered. She's got defense, utility, crits. Her MP damage is not bad because it's a free MP5. Her card types kind of synergize because it has these double buffs everywhere. You can summon Scotty. A bit of battery too. Wish it was maybe more than 20%, but again, just doesn't really lack necessarily on anything. Just a pretty good generalist. No anti-trade, obviously. So again, generalist is what she falls into. And then she has the taunt with the 1-turn evasion, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
I actually used her she on my free to play account there. I used she's the because I didn't have any archers. I was like, oh, I'll just grant her, and I was actually pretty surprised at how like well things went with her. Like I she's very capable, I think. Especially when like you have to like end up doing some crits and stuff like that, and I don't know. I think she's pretty good. I think she's definitely out of the welfare DPS archers by and far the best.
Yeah, her gains are really good
like
too.
her quite a bit. Like,
especially
I like the gimmick of taunting with an evade.
Yeah.
With the NP generation up, like because it helps her get her NP back on those turns as well.
It's a nice.
I mean,
skill.
I think she's really good actually as far as welfares go. Plus cool design, guns.
Yeah, the MP animation is so fun. She just does the whole arsenal one enemy. So
there's
fun.
A lot of guns. I don't know why her like cloak off form is not
like a costume.
Yeah.
Could be cool, yeah.
Coulda, shoulda.
Didn't it have like a really cute lore? Like the cloak was supposed to be just a piece of clothing, but she's so tiny that it looks like that. It feels like a cloak. I kind of forgot what the lore was. Like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
if you look at like in her MP animation, she throws it off when she goes to like go punching and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think
Little
they
gremlin.
already did a bunch in that. It was like 4 new servants in that one event. It wasn't even main story, so maybe that's why they didn't like even do a costume on top.
Oh yeah, Gouda's always the crazy, the high quality one.
Yeah, besides Summer, they tend to be the bigger events. Oh, I guess collabs too, but yeah. Mm.
I'm partial to Psycha. I don't know if that's my bias, but
I
Oh,
think what
she's
you're
good.
saying is true. Actually, I think she should be A tier at least. Maybe even discussion for A plus, but I think A is fine. Probably like last year.
I think she is a welfare, and she is. I mean, I could argue A plus, but
Do you think? I
based
mean,
on-
I wouldn't mind
she
A
that
plus
much better than
honestly. I would not
Sakura?
mind. I think both
Where do
are
we put
fine.
Summer Kuro again?
Or you mean OG? She's B.
B.
Oh,
Yeah, now you're saying Summer
It's
Girl.
still,
Thanks,
it's the
Otto.
thing now.
Dude.
When we do
You
Summer
said her
Kuro, we
wrong
should just
first.
not call her Summer Kuro. We just call her like Welfare Archer or something. That's gonna be funny.
The problem is that for like the past like 5 years, anytime anyone mentions Kuro, it's not original flavor.
Yeah.
It's
It
Summer
has
Kuro.
been
No one
Summer
cares
Kuro,
about that
yeah.
one.
True.
Right, and so like it's ingrained. I think. Look, Chad agrees with me. A plus. I think she's definitely.
Yeah, let's do it. Frick it, dude. Yeah, let's
She's
do
definitely good. I like her. And I hate Gouda Gouda.
it. Whoa, there's some of the better events. I love Gouda Gouda.
I'm not a big fan of Gouda Gouda, which
Real's
is really
like
funny.
I hate Gouda so much. Grill Psycha, Grills.
You'll
Which is really funny because I do have
Psycha
Psycha and
like, come
Kawakami
on,
Grailed,
brother.
but like they're the exception to the rule, not the Wait, do I have another Gouda Gouda character grailed? I might.
I feel
Surely,
like
there's
you
so
do.
many.
Another female.
Oh, what another female! What a shock!
What's another female?
I mean, there's a lot of them. And you have the Nobus and the Okitas.
No,
I don't know about you, but I particularly like women.
Mm. Anyway, yeah, she got a bump.
Yeah, I felt
Nice.
it felt like volunteering that information. Now that I think of it, that did sound a little out of pocket.
I mean, that's what we do here, isn't it? Oh yeah, how do you feel about Io, Rio? Because she's also good at Gouda.
Io, I'm not a big fan of Io. Actually, to be
Izumo?
honest. Izumo. Okuni.
Yeah,
Okuni.
Izumi no
Yeah,
Okuni.
Okuni's pretty good.
Izumo no
I think
Okuni.
you didn't grill.
Um,
I would say
I'm
Himiko
fine with
personally.
her. I had a visceral reaction because I dislike Voyager and the same artist as Voyager.
I see.
But that's
Why don't you like
Yeah.
Noko, bro?
I think Izumo has a nice art.
How,
I like it
how-
more than
how about
Voyager.
Arise? Arise is also Noko. I
I'm
think
fine.
Noko's okay.
No, it's just Voyager. I think Voyager
Yeah.
offends me for some reason.
I mean, I
don't
get
know.
that. He's like Shoda.
I just hate
Fair enough.
Shodas. I just hate Shodas so much. It's unreal.
Yeah, Shoda.
Well, there you go. All right,
Anyway.
2 more servants left. We got Tutankhamun next. The new edition last year. Not this year, obviously, but yeah, he's a very special case because he's like the single target 5-star Arash, which on paper it doesn't sound the best because you know the cost is significantly higher. And then we also have stuff like Sojuro, and I guess Todo, but Todo is probably the worst example of them all. Yeah, he's interesting because he obviously can easily fire at least 1 MP. You know, he has no problem with that because of the freaking
But if he fires
triple
at
battery.
least 1 NP, then that means he can fire off another NP.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just gone.
Like the funny thing is, like sometimes you don't even want to use the 3rd skill if you just want him out, but then you're missing out on 30% battery too. But it might not even be a problem depending on your setup, I guess. He's like, how do you even use this guy properly? I don't know. Oh yeah, where would he? We had it last year
he's
on
MP.
B plus. Yeah.
Which I think might be too high. Maybe we need to drop him.
Because like he's sacrificial. He has like good party buffs and like a big self charge. But I guess I will say I expected him to be better because I actually still don't know why I don't see him much.
I think it's the
it's just because
cost. I
he's
think it's the
unpopular.
cost if you're gonna sacrifice him.
It is just the cost.
The 5-star is
okay,
a lot.
but like, what if I
He's
don't sacrifice
basically-
with him?
He's
if I don't
basically just
sacrifice
a
with
performing
okay,
servant.
okay, but
Mm.
if you think about it, if I don't sacrifice with him, which is if I use the gut skill, right? He's a self 80 charger, party 20 charger that has anti trait and has party buffs. Like I don't actually know why he's not used. I
Is
really
his
think
Well,
damage
people
high
it's-
really
enough to
pull for him.
justify it?
It's demonic,
his damage
which
is high.
not
Is it high without
demonic
the
isn't
demonic?
super high.
He has one of the
It's-
highest single target archer damages
Okay.
raw. I mean, I don't know if it considered other stuff, but like I don't know why he isn't more
Mm.
popular.
I think it's just the
But
cost.
I have
then.
to say,
He's just so farming
I
specific
guess.
that it just doesn't. Like you don't see him in any of the interesting content. So like the people that use him aren't like bragging about him, what he does.
Mm.
I just don't have the like if I need a servant that's gonna knock themselves out, like I think there's better options like for single target even. I think Sojiro is just a better easier option because I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure like the free NP5, Sojiro is gonna be better than like the NP1 Tutankhamun you're getting.
He is harder to MP with, but
right?
otherwise there is many things to like the lower cost and the free MP5, etc.
No, the Sojiro is really easy to remember. He has this battery doubling
Oh, it's
thing,
the
which makes it so
I mean, it's still harder to go from 0 compared to Tutankhamun, but still, I guess it's not the hardest thing ever.
Tutankhamun's is
Like he can go from
I mean,
0
you have
any
easily.
event with the charge.
You have to
C
feed
is
him 50 charge. Well, yeah, but like
Mhm.
he has a if you think about it, he has a worse 50 battery, right? Because it's conditional. Anyways, I mean, again, Tutankhamun, I think it's just. I also think people didn't pull for him because they don't like the idea of an SSR that's self-sacrifice. Like I really think people just hate the idea.
I
right?
do like that they're
because like,
they did that though, because we should have more variety. Even if it's not the best thing of all time, I think I do like that they did stuff like this.
yeah.
I just kind of wish.
I hope his third ascension, which I mean, if you read the event, it would make sense. His third ascension doesn't kill him.
Oh, you think
You know?
it should change his MP? That would be interesting, actually. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe
would make
reduce
it more
something and then make.
flexible.
Mm.
It's just
Yeah,
the ones that are
make it
inflexible are
weaker.
just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
instead of having a buff,
you could've
maybe
made
another
him-
variant of the MP would have been interesting, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, a weaker one that doesn't self-sacrifice, right? So like and like this is the third ascension. Is designed around the concept of if Tutankhamun did not die young, right? So like that would make sense if his third ascension MP doesn't self-sacrifice. So I don't understand.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You
Well,
bring up
also,
a good point.
I think that because it is a sacrificial NP, but it doesn't have any special scaling. I think it would have been nice if his MP had instead of 150% anti-demonic, if it was a check for guts, and if no guts existed, you got the power mod.
Scaling.
Imagine the extra
Maybe.
damage mod if
Honestly,
it checks and there's no
maybe,
guts.
Yeah, because then you guarantee that you
Like-
get the one big one and you can't cheat out another one.
Because then you get the big hit. I
Yeah.
think that would give him a better option because then that would also mean on the two tap thing, he would have one lower damage turn and then a second much higher damage turn,
Mm.
right? I feel like that would make him have a much more sensible flow or usage because especially in 90++, you have him do the mid wave, and then for the big chonky boss, he can actually have enough damage to take him out.
Mm.
Right. That's my thing. I feel like he's a sacrificial.
I do like that they did this, but I feel like like you're saying, there could have been more cool things they could have done still without making him broken. So maybe more different stuff would have been nice. But he was B plus. What do you think? B plus, one of them, or probably not A, right?
BB plus.
True.
Definitely not A, but
Yeah.
Can he stay at B
That's
plus
just BB Dubai.
with all the other
Well,
boys?
I trust you on the damage. In which case, I think yes, he can stay in B plus then. Because while he is expensive to use, at least he can, do big damage and potentially
I
rotate.
think he can stay B plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be B plus.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
don't
sure.
get a nice clean square but you know, it's fine.
It's fine.
If you move
Wait,
them
are we
down,
already at the last one?
We are.
Damn.
We are. So let me change the thingy.
Hey, FGO,
we got
why do you-
Tiamat Summer. Oh, the
why
only
Why don't you
Archers
make
servant.
more? Why don't you make more archers
Yippee.
instead of lancers and sabers? Because we got
Oh,
another saber.
that's
now.
right.
Jesus.
This fun fact: next week is like there's like 6.
Like there's so many lancers.
it's
and
very weirdly
sabers.
balanced. But I mean, to be honest, the one archer we got is arguably one of the more game-changing servants of the many years.
Yeah, he's worth like 3. She's worth like 3 archers. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, let's do the only new servant we have for the Archer tier list this year is Summer Tiamat. So we're gonna do the full coverage here, and then we're gonna discuss her. Well, we've obviously been referencing her a lot because she is that impactful. She's the latest big support of FGO, and to be honest, besides supporting, she can actually DPS too, which is funny. But yeah, let's just start by covering the kits. So starting with
She makes
her
the whole
attack.
team DPS. Oh,
True.
sorry, right. Wait, no spoilers.
Yeah, true. Yeah, 12k attack is already very solid. It's not the highest among archers, but again, if you want to DPS with her, it's not a bad start. She has her own deck, as I like to call it. It's like the Summer Tiamat deck of double quick, double arts, which synergizes really well with her skills and MP. Her gains are actually pretty good on base as well, which is, pretty good. So if you're using a face card, you can spam her MP even more. Pretty crazy stuff. So up here, things are fine considering how she works. And then we get all the fun stuff. So starting with this first skill, 7-turn cooldown. Party gets 20% arts and quick up for 3 turns, 100% buff removal resistance for 1 time 3 turns, and overcharge up by 2 steps for 1 time 3 turns. And overcharge for herself is also very nice to have. So yeah, that's a pretty good buff. It's kind of like Summer Scotty, but slightly different on the effects. Pretty high cooldown, but yeah, just a solid skill. Very nice. Second skill, also on a 7-turn cooldown, she gets a 50% battery. The party besides her gets 30%, so she's got the nice self 50 AoE, 30 otherwise for allies. Party gets 20% attack for 3 turns and a 2k heal on use. Yeah, just very solid. Again, come on, that's just like, it's so easy to get her own MP because of this too, which you ideally do want to do. Third skill, 6-turn cooldown. The full party, every single member gets 8 stars per turn for 3 turns. So hey, that's a minimum 24 stars you get every turn, assuming you have 3 allies on the field. No big deal. They also get 50% crit damage for 3 turns and 10% gauge per turn for 3 turns. So yeah, you also you have big batteries on the second skill, but then you also get more MP per turn, including herself. So yeah, it's pretty easy to MP with her on the field, needless to say. On top of her buffing gains cards as well. And herself having good gains on base, not even factoring in the batteries, the card ups, the MP per turn, etc. That's a really good package of skills already, and we haven't even seen the MP yet, which is also really solid. But yeah, passives, 20% debuff res, great for any bosses. 10% crit damage actually can be relevant because again, you totally can use her as a DPS, especially if you have a really good copy. Goddess's core EX, the flat damage of 300 is pretty meaningless. But hey, another 30% debuff res means she has 50% debuff res on base. She's got that nice combo that not many servants have. So it's really hard to debuff her. 300 flat damage cut. Not a big deal, but can mitigate a bit. Sure, why not? Nice to have. She also gets 10% crit resistance. It's kind of like the Castoria passive, which actually, in terms of Castoria, that has saved her in many times for me. So it's not nothing. It can definitely make a crit whiff. Yeah, mostly defensive passives, but sure, it's just nice. She's anti-alter ego, which not the worst thing if you do want a DPS, because knights are fine on alter ego. Maybe not the best thing ever, but fine. And then the fun support MP. So the party gets a full 1 turn of invul on use, and depending on MP level, all party members get on MP1 50% debuff res, 30% arts and quick up for 3 turns each. And if you go for MP5, the full party gets 100% debuff res and 50% cards each for 3 turns. Pretty insane. And then on base overcharge, the full party gets 50% crit damage for 3 turns, scaling all the way up to 150%. And remember, her first skill is 2 steps of overcharge, including herself. So first MP, minimum 100% crit damage for the full team for 3 turns. Pretty nuts.
And then you double Tiamat, and
Yeah, you can totally double Tiamat. It's pretty
Double
crazy.
Tiamat, you're at 500.
Yeah.
So you're at 300% crit for from the
The
beginning.
MP, and then
And you have
another
hot, what is
100
it, 240% card size? If
Yeah,
you have
like,
MP5s.
I'm
Oh my
still
God.
I'm still selling the idea of this crit comp can potentially work decently, but
Mhm.
like double Tiamat with an AoE, so you double Tiamat
People
MP and an
hate
AoE MP
seeing
on wave
her
1,
MP
and
back
then
to
you
back
boom,
though.
boom, boom.
Support
Yes,
MPs.
her MP,
True.
her MP does get kind of annoying. I don't even hate her voice, but
It's still not
because
as bad
it's
as Alter Ego, let's be real. That alarm is killing me.
yeah, but this one is so spammy. This one
Mhm.
is like you use it every time. I do
So here-
personally hate the debuff res scaling with MP level. That part easily
Yeah,
could
that should have
not
been
scaled with MP level.
flat something instead of being
Yeah,
also
'cause, like,
scaling. That's
just scale
weird.
quick and arts.
Why is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
utility scaling? It's so weird.
yeah, I personally did not like that design because, like, it
Yeah.
is a pretty big difference because most debuffs does cap at 100%.
I guess in
chance,
her
so
defense, the MP1 is enough for 100% resistance because of her
It's
passives,
true.
but even, it should never be scaling on the level.
yeah, I don't like that design. Like they could scale. I guess they could just scale the quick and arts buff. Like whales are still gonna whale, okay?
Mhm.
And it's not just a meta support; it's also Tiamat. So people are gonna spend money. You don't have to worry.
It is funny because like I have her at level 70 because I'm lazy.
Wow.
And it's funny whenever whenever her cards come up it's still like, wow, that's a shocking amount of damage. It's like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's
even
like,
level
oh
70.
no. Yeah,
So
I just keep
I got dropped the FGL hot take of the episode, right?
All right.
Oh,
I
boy.
think she is on par and in many cases actually better than Castoria as a support.
I don't think it's the hottest take of all time, but yeah,
honestly,
she's a game changer for
in
sure.
farming she's worse.
Yeah,
but
in farming
in
for sure.
bosses
Yeah.
she's
She
better.
has so much more offense, right?
Yeah,
And
she's
then
way
she
more
has,
on the
like,
offensive side compared to Castoria.
yeah, and then like
Well,
you
because
could
like
I've tried like quick DPS with doubled Summer Tiamat, and I staggered their MP. So I use one on the one turn and the other on the other turn, and then you can kind of like go infinite invul for a pretty long period of time. So like
Yeah.
it's just very scary, this character. Obviously, because it's just an invul. If they really want to counter this character, they could just throw invul pierce on everything. So completely negate her offense, her defensive
Yeah,
ability.
Castor is still like, if you want to be safe, just bring her and you'll be always fine. But if the offense of the enemy isn't as crazy, Tiamat just might be the better option, actually. Like, for real.
Yeah, like there's so many bosses. If you need debuff resist, buff removal resist, especially, she gives so many. Like on top of all the base stuff, right? She gives so much offense with the card type buff, the
And
star
also,
gen, the
like you
crit buff.
mentioned, specifically, if they want to counter her, they need Invul Pierce. Buff removal doesn't necessarily work because of the buff removal resistance. I mean, might not always keep it there if there's like multiple buffs being removed or something, but that can also help with the Invul sticking.
Yeah, so guess what happens when you put two of them together? I mean, it's perfect combo. It's dumb. It's dumb. Like I don't know what to
do you
say.
think they designed her in a way that they assume people would maybe run two of her? Because again, even the MP1, like look, MP1, it's 50 times 50 plus 50 on MP1.
No doubt.
Yeah.
She gets two of them, puts them at 500% overcharge, both of them, which is 300%.
Yeah.
Like, that's intentional.
That has to be
It's so much synergy with herself too. Also, she I mean, if it wasn't obvious, because we mentioned it so many times, she herself is the reason this deck is no longer bad for damage. Like double quick, double arch used to be really awkward, not gonna lie, but now it's actually not a bad deck anymore, solely because of her existence now. Which I do. I mean, people can have a lot of opinions about her. Like, is she too overpowered potentially? But I do like the fact that she actually made one of the worst decks in FGO better. So I do like that personally, at least.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Like again, now we technically have a support for all the overlapping, right? We have quick arts, arts buster quick. Even though the arts buster is a 4-star, she's a pretty decent.
Actually, I still prefer either quick decks or arts decks when I'm using her, because
yeah, probably, but like this deck is now better
more on like one type.
Yeah, true.
There's also some weird servants that got a huge boost out of her, like Shining Star, for example. He's a
Oh
really weird player
yeah,
'cause he has an arts
a
MP
triple
and a quick
quick
deck.
deck arts
Oh yeah, he's a
MP.
weird
Uh,
one.
Yeah, and,
Phantom didn't really get a boost because he
and
has the
then
same thing,
Shocking.
but he doesn't refund, so it's like,
Mm.
and
another
he
thing
has
is
0
like,
attack.
but you remember when people said arts can't crit? That's gone as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
they pushed
Yeah.
out Johanna first, but he wasn't like, oh, I'm not really convinced yet. But now it's like, yeah, sure, just
Yeah,
crit. Yeah.
well, with Johanna, it's like, well, arts can crit, but like nothing else can when you're using her.
Yeah.
'Cause she
yeah,
doesn't make enough
it's so
stars,
dumb.
and
Like,
she doesn't
like
buff anything other than arts, basically.
I see
Um,
like just the dumbest characters being able to min turn full gauge comma because of this thing.
Also, isn't her
It-
solo pretty solid too? Because the involve
Oh yeah,
spam.
because
yeah.
Yeah.
She's Xiangdi, but like not a piece of
And-
garbage.
and
she's one
her
of the only servants
MP
in the game that can solo serve.
It's like Jinako, but she has a spammable MP instead.
and her MP gives her
Yeah,
more.
you combine
more stuff, so it's
Jinako
more
and
gains. It's more
the
gains on the MP.
Xiangdi, and
Right?
you make an
Like
actually
art
good
stuff.
unit.
It's more gain. It's
Like,
so
it-
stupid.
Mm.
It's so stupid. It's yeah.
She
And also, like,
can solo, yeah. Also,
yeah, like
like
Otto
it's
says,
like
you can probably
it-
solo Sir Nunos because of the debuff resist. We
I don't
checked.
think
the
I've seen it
data
happen,
mine.
but she can totally do it.
They need to bring it
she just
back.
keeps-
they need to bring that.
also
fight back.
better
Yes,
better
yes,
Super
yes.
Orion as well. Better Super
Break 'em
Orion.
all.
Oof.
I mean, Super Orion still has the Buster burst. I will say, like,
The
BBB
burst.
crit.
Why need a burst to get the 300% crit when you can just MP? You know, you loop your NP and get the 300% crit that way.
For real, we are
Mm.
players that don't play beyond 3 turns. But even for someone like us who like we always like, oh, we got a min turn, we got to rush, we
Sorry,
gotta
who the
like
fuck is we?
we me and Rio, not you.
The
I know
Nintendo
not
Wii.
you. But
It
like
launched in 2006.
even for players like us who like 90% of the time forsake survivability, forsake longevity, this is still one of the most broken characters.
I feel like she just excels
for
in
that
like
playstyle.
basically everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. I don't know why you would do that. Like it's just it also makes so many other interesting supports down the line feel sort of obsolete because you're like, oh wow, so you're like 1/3 of Summer Tiamat. That's pretty cool. Okay, but like so so it really limits design. I think like supports like this limits design space, which is what I don't appreciate about this character.
She does
Like,
too many things.
yeah, she does
Like,
too many
she
things at
just
once.
does
Yeah.
basically everything. Like the only thing she's not amazing on is she doesn't
Farming.
like she doesn't enhance looping as well as like Castoria. She's like more specialized in that regard, and then Scotty is generally preferable as well because she doesn't have to NP to do that stuff. But even then, like she still enables some weird ones.
Yeah, she
Like
says charge per turn
like
and
I have
30
a
battery, right?
I
And
have
carry
a
this
comp
one.
I run with the old Malay, not the old new one, not the older one, but you know the middle one.
Yeah.
Just
The
say
new
the
Malay isn't out
woman,
yet.
the female one. It's just
The middle guacamole.
Although no one's gonna
okay?
confuse you because he's not out yet.
he's not out yet. Yeah.
True.
By the way, they would really need to tweak his kit because if you look at his,
I don't even know what he
Beowulf's
does on
kit,
arcade, honestly.
in
I have
arcade,
no idea. I
Yeah.
never looked.
from
You know what,
my
actually, I
memory,
guess
he's
what I
like
was saying wasn't that
an-
important.
I
Oh,
really
sorry,
hope he's
sorry,
not Buster because Lagras is out.
Oh brother, he is Buster.
Oh
He's
no!
He's
I hope they
Buster
change
Buster
that. I hope
no,
they change
He's
it.
gonna be Buster single target.
They
watch.
can't do him
They
dirty like that
really
after
need to
being in
change-
NPC
they
jail
have
for
to.
so long,
Yes,
or like
another
arcade
boost to
jail.
single target, but just what we needed.
Okay.
They
Anyways,
really
what I
need
was
to-
saying,
Sorry.
what I was saying. So she works in some weird quick comps because you can have like the 10% regen instead. But when you do that, you're dropping damage on the front end because she has to NP to be able to give the 50% plus quick. Because like if she have her like NP 2 or NP3, she's NP3, she's basically matching Summer Scotty's
Oh yeah, I have
buffs
that calc
exactly.
actually. Yeah, I have that.
Because then it's
spreadsheet.
65% quick, and yeah.
Yeah.
So what you'd have to do, you have to use double Summer Tiamat, have them both NP on turn 1. And then, but that also takes like extra time. People don't like
Yeah.
that. But also, there, like, you can. What was the team comp I was using? Okay. Basically, I used Molay. She gave the team 20 charge. There was also Oberon giving the team 20 charge, and she was able to ramp up her MP damage. And because of the overcharge, like basically I would stagger their first skills. Because on like turn 1, you use one of those, she's at 500% overcharge, and that's 40% NP damage. Next turn, use the other one, it's 30% NP damage. And turn 3 is like, yeah, it just layers and layers, and it's really nice.
I guess it also depends if your
but it takes
DPS has
longer.
good overcharge for damage and whatnot. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
obviously she's EX minimum, but are we making the tier? I think for this, I normally don't want to
No.
make it, but I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
I
if
think it's
Castoria
fine.
doesn't
I
get
think
one,
we should-
then
like Castoria
it's
does
fine.
probably
I think we
get
should-
one, but like she was, I think
think
she
we
was like
should-
one of the only ones last year that we did it on because we really started doing that list.
I'm gonna be completely
think we
honest.
should
I
move-
think she is Castoria tier.
Like this might
I
be the
think we
one I
should
would
move-
consider.
Look, here's the thing. She's at the top of the list. Like it's already
Okay,
the
okay,
top.
fine.
True.
To me,
I mean,
the
we
other
could
tier
just leave it at
it
EX. We could.
elongates the
We did
list.
leave Logras
Yeah,
at EX too.
Here's
I
what
will
I
also
think.
say she's not
I-
like super broken at farming, I guess. So.
Yeah.
I think we should move Ishtar down just so she looks better.
But we
No,
did have wait, who was it with Logras in EX as well on Saber?
Passion Lip.
Yeah,
Passion.
yeah,
Passion Lip.
yeah. So it's
Yeah,
not
there-
like it
there's
would be the
a-
same thing anyway here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a
I feel like looks better.
there's a gap between them, but they're both EX.
Yeah,
Also,
it's the
look,
same
look,
as Saber, basically. Yeah.
Many
It's
sorts
so
of gaps.
funny. The 2 Babylonia girls stomping on Gil.
Oh yeah,
and
true.
Reba
Yeah,
That-
Blue.
it's lore accurate.
You don't want
Blue.
Ishtar on the same level as Gil. That's gross. She's
Mhm.
better than that.
Oh my god. Are they gonna make oh wait. Did they even talk about her? Okay, I'm not gonna to avoid spoilers, I'm not gonna say anything. Sorry.
All right, but with that we did the initial placement, so now we're gonna take again an arbitrary amount of time to discuss whether we wanna move anyone from either list up or down. Still, now that we've kind of talked about them all, and then at some point we'll just lock it in and pack our bags. Check and also maybe contribute, but yeah, any specific ones? I'm already pretty happy with these already, but maybe we should have some discussion on something.
I
I'm
personally
Good with
You know,
like this.
It's
like
pretty solid.
90% of stuff didn't really move.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
yeah.
But that's
in-
like
in
90%
5
also didn't
stars.
really change from last year.
No, 5 stars, we had a lot of like half tier moves.
Yeah,
and
5-star
And
shuffled
some
quite a
bigger
bit.
ones
4
like
stars,
Artemis and Ishtar for sure.
I mean, because 5-star, we definitely got like 2, I would say, characters that like became a very, how do I put it? Very obvious outliers in terms of power level. One with the buff, one with the one with Tiamat's release. So I can understand why a lot of people are shifting around. But 4-star, we didn't get anyone like that, right? We got one.
we didn't get
buff.
anyone new in 4-star, and we got
We
one
got
buff.
the Tomoe buff.
Yeah,
Is
there
that
wasn't
literally
insane
it? We
buff
got the Tomoe
changes on
buff.
4-star. No, just small tweaks
Like,
here.
That's the only change in 4-star. And EMIYA getting Omi. I guess that's it, right? EMIYA getting Omi is the biggest change in 4-star, probably.
Possibly, yeah.
And Tomoe getting buffed. Yeah, I don't.
Kind of
More
quiet
so
year for
it's just
4-star
like-
archers. Not even a new servant either.
Yeah, but don't worry, they're going to release 7 more Lancers this year.
We will never get Sita.
Or
I mean,
Sabers.
if they're making
I
Sigma,
think
it's gonna be a
there's-
Lancer. So
I think there is like basically 0% interest in Sita because there's already basically no Rama fans. So
Mm.
0 Rama fans. Ooh.
But what about fans of
Like-
his wife, though? People seem to be into that stuff every time.
it's Red Atalanta.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Nobody likes her anymore. So
yeah,
Mm.
like look at how much respect that put on the other archer. Yeah.
Red Atalante. A Tomoe.
Someone is saying John should be the same tier as Arjuna, or Jarcha rather.
No.
Yeah, move Arjuna up.
No.
Honestly, I'm not against that. I'm be completely honest.
And you
I'm
would
not
be,
against-
I assume you would
am-
be saying like instead of moving Arjuna up, she should come down. I assume
it doesn't matter because they're bottom of the barrel. So Arjuna.
I mean, it
moving
still
up
kind of
versus-
matters though where they're at.
Where it before you move
That
anything,
reminds me.
I gotta point out that this is Mo from The Simpsons.
I have to point out
His
that
giant
this
brow.
conversation came up. This conversation came up with Fino,
Okay,
and I was like,
okay.
"Yeah, wait a minute. If you color
There's
shift
even
her,
a cat.
it's just
There's even a
Atalante.
cat. There's even a cat in her art. That is.
There's even a
Jesus.
cat here.
There's even a cat. Come
You
on,
can't
guys.
tell me it's not.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
so
maybe
I've had
that's
this
the buff that
conversation
Atalante
recently.
needs. Just pre-print her.
Turns into Sita.
Look, you just take the colors scale, shift the reds to greens, and Sita becomes Atalante.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
don't
could
know.
maybe move Arjuna to
No,
be.
no. Guess what? Guess what
Yeah.
happens if you gender bend Sita?
Wow.
She
Wow. It's like
becomes Rama.
it's like we
She
have
goes
that
wrong.
character.
So Atalante equals Rama.
So wait, when are we getting a male Atalante then?
Cat boy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We got a
they should have.
we
they
got a
shoulda
dog
handed-
boy. Dog boy.
They should have handed the original Atalanta to the same artist as her alter form, because I feel like the alter one. I know like the art's kind of like special with how wispy it is.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the art style either.
Oh yeah, people hate
like-
this one, bro. I don't.
It's too
think anyone
artsy
will
for my
complain.
taste.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. But somehow I do think Columbus.
I was about to say I do like
Yeah,
Columbus. It's you know what
yeah.
you know why it's that, because the artist makes so many crazy expressions. It's not just the face that changes, like his entire like head shape changes as well. Like it's such a drastic. I really like the differences. I guess
Yeah,
so many
Columbus
different like
makes me-
faces.
His artist makes me really want Chiron. Like
That's-
at least as a costume.
That's his head shape.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I think it's fine. You can move.
I just almost said move Morgan to EX.
Where's Morgan? What?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Shout
I
out.
don't think
you-
Arjuna needs to move.
You're
I
like a
think it-
month away, guys.
No, yeah.
Hey, to
More
be
than a
fair,
month.
she has added crit resistance against sabers, so she's basically an
Wait.
archer.
True.
Hold on, that got me looking.
Morgan.
So the order of these is it's Lancer
Yeah.
and then Rider,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Then Caster,
Is
then
Caster
Assassin.
on the 28th?
Let me look at my calendar. Okay, Lancer, Rider, Caster. Yeah, it should be, yeah. Unless we have a break for some reason.
Oh,
Should
that's
be.
because I work I have to be in my office 5 Saturdays a year, and that's
is that one
the
of them?
Saturdays. Yeah.
Is Caster a list
Oh,
you
we're-
particularly care about?
Tonalico glazing.
Oh.
But didn't you glaze her
Oh,
already last year?
actually, you know what? I probably glazed enough. I'd much rather glaze.
Yeah, because not much has changed for her. No spoiler, I guess. So I assume the stuff you said
Yeah.
last year basically still applies anyway.
In fact, nothing
Yeah.
changed for Caster except for some old dude got at it.
No, you guys. When the caster buff rolls around, Tametomo will get buffed. That would be a
It's gonna
big
happen
one.
before we cover her. Trust.
Whoa.
That
I have a
that's gonna
reliable
be a big
source.
one. Dude, that's gonna be such a big one, guys. It's
Okay,
In fact,
so-
what we should do, we should delay the caster tier list to the very last one, just in case.
Do like the Grands, you know? It was the last one.
You should delay the caster.
Even
one
had
until,
extras
like,
before
2
the
years
caster on
Oh, you
Grand.
should have done these in the order of the grams. That'd be funny.
later.
Oh, yeah, true.
Saber, Berserker. But yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so the
But,
question is, do we move Arjuna to B or Jarcher to Z+? I feel like they should be on the
I
same
don't think
tier.
they need to move. 'Cause
I think
Or
it
do we just
doesn't
do it
matter,
like
but I
this?
think Arjuna to B is fine. I don't mind either, but to be honest.
I'm fine with them going to B.
I think Jarger is better than Arjuna.
Is she?
I don't know, man. I really like
mean,
the perma debuff immune and
Dude,
low
these
maintenance.
summer servants are like, too into it. They actually hit like pool noodles. I don't know, man. It's
Okay. Well, you can move Arjuna.
Yeah,
up
I'll
then.
just move him.
I mean, it
Forget
doesn't
it. Let's
matter
just put him
damage.
there. Yeah, there you go.
Wait, hold on. We can move Jarcher down if we can move, and they can both be in C+. If Tutankhamun can also move down to B.
Okay, but why
Oh.
though?
Yeah, I feel
To
like
make it look
this-
nice.
he just wants the frickin' it's
But
not even a
no,
square,
but
it's a
it's because
rectangle.
I
nobody
just want the
folded.
square.
It's a
Okay,
rectangle.
fine. Nobody look, Tutankhamun still has the,
And you know
the
what?
second highest
We
single
can-
target damage.
We
of all
can get even
archers.
closer to that if we move Ishtar down.
Wait, hold on. No, we can get closer. We got to move Tutankhamun up one. Wait, hold on. Tutankhamun up. Wait, we gotta make sure there's 5 in each row. I can let's figure this out. No, don't.
I
Yeah.
guess Tutankhamun isn't actually that much higher. So like he's like 73k. Same
Yeah.
with the single target Ptolemy. Baobhan Sith 72k.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
I think this
Yeah,
is fine. as
you
it
know,
is.
I guess you
if
could move,
if we put Tut in B and we also put Ishtar in B, then we'd have one big square.
He
and
goes,
one
Why
I
would
it
Ishtar
got-
be
you
in
know what
B?
would be so
Why
funny? No,
would
it would be
Ishtar be
look,
Because you just hate Ishtar.
look, it's so funny because
It'd be
remember
really
last
funny.
year it would be
People
funny,
be
like not just
like-
because of the Otto not liking her, but because last year she was B plus, so she would somehow be worse than last year without the giga buff. The idea of that is just so funny to me that she would place under that pre-buff.
Like, I hate Rin, so seeing more Rin on my screen is a debuff, is a demerit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is fine, honestly.
I think we don't even have to
Yeah,
honestly move
frankly,
anything besides that
LUP
Arjuna
always
tweak. I think these are pretty firm. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're pretty
we're good.
fun.
Wow. And wow, this was a this is like a normal stream for me now. This was like the video itself will be I think under 4 hours long, but this is a 4-hour stream basically. So this is kind of funny how it worked out. But yeah, this was considerably smaller than the Saber one. The second Saber was like 51 gold and this was like 39 I think, so that's why also the difference in runtime. But I mean it's still long, let's be real. I'm sure people are hopefully going to be happy that wanted a long video to maybe sleep on or something, so enjoy hopefully. This is the final placements thing, so I'll just flash them both. Like here's the 5 stars one, you can take a screenshot if you want, then here's the 4 stars one. I'll probably end up keep the 5-star on the screen, but yeah, there's the 4-star one too. It's kind of hard to, maybe I'll figure out a way to display them both at the end here, but yeah, you can just pause or whatever. Okay, there you go. That's Archers. Pretty short-ish for tier list standards, but still long. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Smash that like button and also hit subscribe. Not just on my channel, but my co-host as well. They do a lot of nice FGO videos.
Yes,
And
smash all of our like buttons.
true, like go to their latest video, even if it has nothing to do with tier list or archers, just press like on their latest video because yeah,
and
it's fun.
subscribe.
True.
And ring that bell.
True, the bell. I never
This is
mentioned
where
it. I should
this is
mention
where
that.
you put that
Yeah.
that one exact stock sound effect where it's ding ding.
Do all those things. It's very nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
also shout out to the lovely patrons. They're great. And that's kind of it for my outro. You guys have anything you want to say?
Nope.
Drink your Ovaltine.
There you
You're
go.
so old.
Shut up.
All right, on that note, that's it for us this week. Next week, lads, sir, stay tuned and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.